This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Showers and 16. With the 4 o'clock news, I'm Kendall Brettig. A killer driver has been sentenced to 5 years behind bars over a high-speed crash which claimed the life of a mother of 2 at Windsor Gardens. Christine Sanford had gone to buy cooking oil when her car was T-boned while leaving a petrol station on North East Road. The driver, Bhupinder Singh, was doing up to 160 k's an hour in his friend's Mustang before the crash. The 25-year-old failed to render assistance at the scene because his turban had fallen off, which he claimed was like being naked in public. He'll serve 4 years, 2 months and 5 days non-parole. His licence has also been disqualified for 15 years. A drug-dealing police officer has pleaded guilty to 5 counts of trafficking cocaine. 39-year-old Adam Troy Zouch of Somerton Park was arrested in April 2023 and initially denied the charges. He will be sentenced at a later date. He's been dismissed by SAPOL. The Prime Minister denies a meeting between Kevin Rudd and Donald Trump had been a secret. It's been revealed Australia's ambassador to the US and the President met in Florida on the 11th of January. Exact details about the meeting are not known. Anthony Albanese says the encounter was never kept under wraps.
So it's pretty hard for it to be a secret when you talk about it and get asked on morning TV. And if you go back, you'll see that. So the opposition need to decide whether they're going to continue to just undermine Australia's national interest or whether they'll join Team Australia.
Well, the PM has confirmed he was the person at the centre of alleged online abuse, which has led to a New South Wales man being charged. He's due to face court over threats made on social media before the election. And a Victorian man who allegedly sent a racist message to an Adelaide 36ers star on social media has been charged. As Madeline Burke reports, it's a first for the sport.
A 37-year-old Huntingdale man was arrested on Wednesday. He's accused of sending racist messages to the personal social media account of Adelaide 36ers star import Montrezl Harrell. Basketball Australia's Integrity Unit referred the matter to Victoria Police for further investigation, which led to the arrest. The man has been charged with using a carriage service to menace, harass and/or offend and bailed to appear in court next month.
Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says he's ready to negotiate a permanent end to the war in Gaza, but insists it must involve the disarmament of Hamas. He says if that can't be achieved through negotiation, it must be by force.
We are trying to achieve the release of half of the live and the dead hostages in exchange for a temporary 60-day ceasefire. At the beginning of the ceasefire, we will enter negotiations for a permanent end of the war. This must be done according to the minimal conditions that we have set. Hamas lays down its weapons. Gaza will be disarmed.
And Chief Executive of Renewal SA, Chris Menz, has resigned after almost 6 years in the job. He's leaving to pursue opportunities in the private property sector. The government will soon start a recruitment process to find his replacement. Now I'm turning to 5AA Sport.
Collect the latest Pokemon packs and single cards at Sports Card World, Regent Arcade, Rundle Mall.
An important game for both the Bulldogs and Crows tomorrow at Marvel Stadium. Bulldogs coach Luke Beveridge says it could help shape their ladder position as they look to claim 2 big scalps in the next fortnight.
On the stretch now, we only play 2 teams who are above us, and that's over the next 2 weeks. So here's our real chance to influence our ladder position this round and the next. So, these are the 2 weeks where against the Crows and the Lions, it's sort of those 8-point type games for us.
Port will trim back their squad for Sunday's game against West Coast, and tonight it's the Suns hosting Collingwood. Australian fast bowler Mitchell Starc says he's not comfortable with the extra attention ahead of his 100th Test match starting this weekend against the West Indies.
No, I don't like it. Just get on with the cricket. No, a chance to win another Test match away from home, which is, never easy to do. We've obviously had a good couple of weeks, and I guess it makes me feel old being 99 games under the belt.
The Aussies have already clinched the Frank Worrell Trophy after taking a 2-0 series lead. And the Adelaide Entertainment Centre will host the third and final match between the Diamonds and South Africa in October. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the Gold Square, customise your build with Sterling Homes.
Afternoon at Newton. Got a burst water main to look out for this afternoon. Quite a big one too. It's on Newton Road. Newton Road actually closed at Gorge Road. Got detours in place. It'll be super slow this afternoon. Crash getting cleaned up at Darlington on the Southern Expressway near Seacombe Road. Another collision at Brooklyn Park, so not a rapid drive at Airport Road. Slow going at the moment. Anzac Highway at the Marion Road intersection with the Camera Whites Road, Paralawi. These school holidays bring the whole family to Event Cinemas and enjoy big savings with Event Cinemas Family Saver tickets. Book now and save at eventcinemas.com.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Showers and 16 today, mostly sunny tomorrow, 18. Showers developing again on Sunday, 17, and showers for Monday, 13. At the moment, 15. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglas. Tonight, see the heart-stopping moment a driver leaps from his moving vehicle in a wild police chase. 9 News questions the South Australian police officer who was secretly trafficking drugs. Major breaking news on an AFL star and the path to a healthier heart, the new tool helping seniors get their steps up. 9 News, your news. Night at 6 on 9 and on 9 Now.
In Adelaide and across South Australia, this is 5AA, always Adelaide. The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey,
I am flabbergasted.
and Timmy G.
Absolute sports festival.
7 after 4, welcome on this Friday. The weekend is near, round 18 underway. It's been dubbed Moving Week for the top 9 teams as the long road to finals continues. Welcome to our Footy Friday for Rusden Wines in the Barossa Valley, home of the Blackgut Shiraz at rusdenwines.com.au. Rowey, Timmy G, good afternoon.
Yes, a huge weekend ahead of us here in Adelaide. Our T-Birds, well, they win, they're in. So finals on the line. I wish them all the best. The British Lions come to town. Of course, the Australian New Zealand 15 will be taking them on here. First time since 1989 they've played here in Adelaide. So, yeah, that's a big coup for the state. So hopefully it puts on a really good night's entertainment as I welcome our co-host Stephen Rowe, who, well, let's just say he's not going to be playing the game 100%, but he's dragged himself in. Well done.
Hang on, Turbo.
Courage.
If you were my captain, you'd say, Rowey, you crossed that white line.
Yes.
No one knows you're injured. No one knows you got COVID or A or B or C or
you tested
the yin yang D.
Yeah, you tested for all of them?
None.
Yeah, negative.
You're 100%.
So you're 100%.
But you called it, I don't know why. What was this round? You called it Moving
Week.
See, I'm labelling this week. It's going to sort the wheat from the chaff. You heard that saying?
Oh, it's an oldie but a goldie.
Yep.
Or the forest from the trees.
Oh,
it's going to sort the steam from the... I won't finish
the rocks
that
from the gravel.
The rocks from the gravel. And none better than the Crows game tomorrow.
Well, we'll get on to that in a moment. We do have to welcome our studio audience, Tony, Zach, Matt and Jov, all a part of the Club 392 fundraiser, which raises money for the Novita River Run. And, of course, Matty Robin heads that up as far as fundraising goes. And, of course, his father, Barry, and Russell Ebert were huge ambassadors and did massive fundraising for it. So we thank Tony. I think Tony was the one that paid, wasn't it?
Elders Insurance, Adelaide East, his mate Matt is Elders Insurance, Holden Hill. That's what happens when you get drunk. You have too many,
frothies at an event.
But it went to a great cause. So
great cause.
They're sitting behind us. Well done, men. If you're on the live stream, you'll see us pointing to you. Grab your cans and put them up. And little Zach in the corner's a goalkeeper.
He's got a big game tomorrow.
He's got a big wingspan.
So stay off the gins there, Zach.
Hello, he's only 15.
That's right. I just told him that. I didn't stop you, did it? So we were just talking about the Adelaide game.
Yeah.
8 of the top 9 play each other. Tonight will be the first one. Suns and Collingwood.
Yes.
Up there.
Yes.
Who do you expect to win that one just quickly?
The Suns and who?
Collingwood.
Yeah, I'm expecting Suns to belt them up. You know, I called Collingwood Cheshire Cats. They're sitting on their little perch.
You did.
They could get knocked off tonight. And I reckon Hardwick will have that team primed to do so.
Right. Jared Witt's back tonight.
Suns will beat Collingwood. Put your hard earn on it.
Collingwood fans, let us know. What did you think of Rowey's prediction? We'll get
hang
that
on.
one.
I'm allowed to have a prediction.
You are indeed.
Without thunderclouds
Yeah, there was
happening.
no need for that.
It's been a long time
I'll tell
since
you
we've had
what, on Monday when we come back, I want you to reverse that thundercloud theme and say, sorry, Rowey, I was wrong.
Well, Sam, you will have to do that.
Well, let's see if they win.
Yeah,
Well, who are you? Well, hang on, who are you tipping?
no, I'd probably still tip Collingwood.
All right.
Yeah.
You rate them.
I do.
Well, take your black and white.
No, that went years ago.
Did it?
Yeah, after round 1, 1997. That was the end of that. Yeah, it is a big game, and Nixie, well, he's declared he's going to enjoy the challenge.
We went through, the weapons that they have and the challenge that's in front of us. I think our players, they look forward to those challenges. There's probably none bigger at the moment. The Bulldogs at Marvel and the way they play that ground, better than any. High scoring, potent when they get going, and we're going to have our work cut out for us. But that's what we enjoy as a footy team.
We'll go into the game with a great respect for the Crows. We've seen what they've done this year. It's been impressive. But, yeah, these are the 2 weeks where against the Crows and the Lions, they're sort of those eight-point type games for us.
Yeah, Matthew Nix and Luke Beveridge there, just previewing the game. Bevo spoke to the Crows' dangers.
Ben Keys, we've got a great deal of respect for him as a player. Seems like a ripping young man, and Isaac Rankin's in that. He's a match winner. Whenever he gets the ball, something happens, and so I've got to minimise his opportunity. The captain's been influential. He's got a very rounded game as a midfielder. He's got great integrity in his game, just like our inside mid. So they've got some players that are extremely influential.
Probably agree with those. Keesey was a good one to be acknowledged.
Oh, 100%. Look at the year he's had. He'd be in that All-Australian 40 squad for sure, as a number of the Crows will. That would sound like a love-in with those two coaches.
There was a bit of that.
There's a bit of a love-in. I think this game will go one of two ways. I can't wait to call it with Semi tomorrow. It's going to be first to 120 wins. Normally it's first to 100. But I'm saying first to 120.
Number 1 and number 2 scoring teams?
Number 1 and number 3. The Dogs are number 8 for defence. Crows are number 2. So I'm backing and hoping and putting my hand up for our Crows back 6 and our method and our structure to be able to get on top of their forward 6. I don't reckon Dogs could do that to us. So I'm confident the Crows will get a score. I'm not as confident that the Bulldogs can. And if that's the way it works out, that lid is coming off.
So for Bevo, they were his dangers. So who are the Dogs' threats to Adelaide?
Well, their front 6 is unbelievable. I think their midfield, led by
Bontempelli, Liberatore.
Libba, that's it.
Ed Richards.
What a year he's had. But that half-back flank's a bit unheralded. They're not good one-on-one in the air. They get beat. They need English to get back a bit better, and they're working on him to do that because he's very good forward, but he doesn't get back the other way. But they got some half-back flankers. They've got some wheels and can use it. Johansson, Dale, they go all right. I think they've got a really good method as a whole team. I can't quite find the right word for it, but they're as good a team play as any team that's out there, I reckon.
Marvel suit both or just one of them?
Oh, you'd have to say it'd suit the Crows, wouldn't you? They don't play there a lot. I don't know whether they win there a lot.
They've won their last 2 there, both last year, and both by 2 points. So
There's your stats. Strap yourself in. First to 120 wins live on 5AA.
Expect it to be close or not?
No.
So a big win to the Crows, you're saying?
Oh, hang on. No, I do. Sorry.
Oh, right.
Sorry, I wasn't concentrating.
So it's only one or the other.
I was looking
yes or no?
I was looking at the boys from the elders next door. No, I think it will be. I think this will be an absolute classic. I really do.
Port Adelaide take on the West Coast on Sunday. West Coast have struggled, there's no doubt about that. Ken said as far as they go, they got to play the season out to the end.
Is our opportunities to play well the right way every week we get to play. Now, however long that goes for, it'll go for. The reality is we expect to play in the right fashion, and we always will, and that won't change. And I'm really confident that our players behave like that, they act like that, and they train like that. So that gives me great confidence that regardless of when the season finishes, we'll have the right energy and we'll have the right, I suppose, desperation and passion to play the right way.
They're playing against the West Coast, who have lost their last 9 here at Adelaide Oval. The coach, he's aware of it.
It has been a bit of a bogey oval for us, so we understand that. That's all part of it. But we had a really strong review. We clearly didn't play the way we wanted to last week, but we've had a great review and we can't wait to get over there and compete.
So the teams will come out at 4:30. We'll find out who is in and out of those emergencies that came out. So we'll find out the team lineups.
So it'll be picked out of Lord, Soldo, Liddy, Lorenz, Atkins or Logan Evans. They're the 6 that's been included.
Can I ask a question to our listeners and you, Timmy? Do you think Port supporters have come to the realisation their season's done and now it's time for Ken Hickney to have a 7-week farewell tour? Well, because it's got a touch of the farewell tours about it now with Ken, the way he's talking. He had the lolly in his mouth. I love all that crap, by the way. I don't care. But it's now, you're not making finals. It's a farewell tour.
Well, I spoke to some supporters yesterday who thought that happened when they put a succession plan in. So,
well, then it's been a bloody long farewell tour.
What did I say about holding the candle for the year?
Yeah.
A long time.
Yeah.
So
people don't like long goodbyes.
No.
Have you ever been out with your wife and it takes bloody forever to say goodbye to everyone? Why do you have to kiss her? You don't even like her.
I think.
Can you just get in the car or you get home?
You've seen Angela and I in a room.
Oh.
Who's the one who does that?
You should have married
So don't
Jody.
be blaming wives.
Oh, you can't.
Throwing stones in this
Timmy,
glass
Yeah,
house.
exactly.
You can't have long goodbyes.
Oh.
Who 822 300 Who likes long goodbyes? Ken Hinkley's 7-week farewell
dear.
tour.
I
Get
love
in the car, get in the cab, and get home.
Yeah, well, that's what you do, and
Ange.
and Ange does. But Jody and I know we might in the future. You get one Uber and we'll get the other. All right, done.
Well, we have been out a couple of times. It half ended up that way. Ange and I are standing out the front. You two are doing the old,
Still
how's
talking.
your mother?
I love it. Hey, last night's game. Now, Carlton were not in the contest, but they kept having a dip. But there was 2 umpire incidents where clashes
Timmy.
with players. Now, I saw Chera
my
back
God.
into an umpire. They were both back-to-back, so I felt like Lockie Neal could have almost caused that by sort of pushing
pushed
him that
him.
way.
He did.
But you had no vision on it, so I don't expect anything to come of that. The one that was more upsetting was the Cowan one, where the umpire, for some reason, was running forwards and decided to turn and run backwards.
Into the
Smashed
corridor.
straight into the corridor.
Into the corridor.
Smashes in. They pick the ball up, snap a goal. That should have been a ball up every day of the week. Now, it just sort of said to me, just have a listen to the 3RW call.
The football was still in. Cowan and the umpire have collided, and it should allow a Brisbane goal. Rayner with a handball to Cameron. Cameron the snap, and to the boos to the Carlton fans.
This is what Brad Scott was talking about. The umpires standing in the corridor. That's where they want players to come. They want the play to come through the corridor of the AFL. Scoring's easier, yet the umpires are standing there and getting in the way.
Well, we can be silly, so do they find the umpire?
Scott was told by the umpiring department, just pretend they're invisible. How do you pretend they're invisible?
It's a joke. It's now become a joke.
They're very upset about it. Fair enough.
Someone's going to cost a game because of an umpire's stupidity running backwards. Stay the hell out of the corridor. That'd be my first rule.
Well, one of those players might be Adam Chera. This is what Mitch Cleary said post-game in regards to that incident.
Just the last one we saw there, Adam Chera, I think that'll be looked at in terms of careless umpire contact. He's actually on the precipice of being sent directly to the tribunal because if it's a 4 inside 2 years, they can pull the trigger and send him to the tribunal. He's had 3 in 2 years. So if that is deemed a careless act with contact, we just saw at the end there, he'll be off to the tribunal and they can either elevate the fine or bring in weeks.
Oh, my God.
It's a no.
What a can of... Oh.
No, it's a no from me.
Can someone just punch me and be done with it?
I said this morning with Jade and Tom, I actually said, this is where I think having Tom Harley come in and Greg Swan, let's just hope some common sense can just start
Timmy.
to apply to these rulings because it's getting that.
Imagine.
That is just not on. Don't do it.
Imagine in a prelim, you get ruled out.
No.
You can't play a grand final. Imagine in a final.
There was nothing deliberate in that at all.
Imagine missing just a game of football for running into an umpire who's the stupid clown running backwards in your path.
What this comes to is cold topic. 82230000.
I do like this.
What's the dumbest thing you've seen in football?
Well, that anything to do. Before we get to that, 82230000.
Can be unfortunate as well.
Yeah. Have the umpires collectively had a worse year?
No.
And this is coaching, governance, and execution.
You know, I'm going to say no, and I don't blame the umpires. I reckon it's only about 10% them, 90% AFL.
Timmy, coaching, governance, and execution. They have not collectively had a worse year, and the AFL needs to bloody fix it. Can I do mine first? The dumbest thing I've ever seen on a footy field was this.
Oh, what was yours? We haven't got the audio for it. Hang on. We haven't rehearsed this.
We've
left the chink out of the chain
to
here.
the elders team that are watching, watch Radio Gold.
Yep, like this.
Was that not the last word you said walking out of there with the elders team?
I did. Now, what I'll do is I'll show them some Radio Gold
This
here.
is better.
Now, I'd say more an unfortunate incident, but
No, the
some would
dumbest.
say the dumbest was there was a moment, and I think it was in the early 80s, you got Craig Barnes standing Rick Davies, and Rick's in his 151 year. He comes off to kick out of full-back. You had to stay in the square back then, and then he kicked it straight to Rick Davies.
There's no doubt about Craig Barm. He's a really committed footballer for Norwood. Committed. Even the Norwood players are laughing at the Norwood hierarchy. That is incredible. How could he do that, Robert? You see some things happen in footy. Imagine how he feels.
Yeah, classic call team there. That's Peter Marker, Robert Odie with special comments, and Ian Day, who has just recently passed away, great man, doing that call. But poor old Craig Barm, he's come out from fullback and just kicked it straight. Stubbed it straight into Rick Davies' hands, just kicked it back over his head for one of his 151 goals that year. Unbelievable stuff.
So what's the dumbest thing you've seen on a footy field? That's a great one. Mine, well, we haven't got it. I think Sam not playing it's the dumbest thing we've done today on the show. But we'd love to hear yours. There'd be plenty of dumb things. And it doesn't have to be AFL level, SANFL level. If it is, it's great, but it might be at your level.
I like
Tell us a dumb thing your teammate
your
did.
story. That was at Nordover when you grabbed hold of the ball and kicked it about 100 mile out of the ground?
Oh, no. Well, I'll tell you what happened. This dumb boundary umpire said I was out of bounds. And you know when you're running out of bounds, but you're holding the ball in the game. I've told the story 100 times on air. Anyway, blew the whistle, it's out. He said, give me the ball. I said, no. He said, give me the ball. I said, no. He said, give me the ball, Rowey. And I said, you want the ball? I'll give you the ball. I have never hit a flush of torpedo in my life. Who was that bloke cunt last night, Pitnet?
Yes.
Oh, it made his look like nothing. I have hit this torpedo over the scoreboard, over the Nord Town Hall.
Landed at Gazer.
Oh, mate. And then I said to him, go fox it.
Oh,
that probably didn't go down well.
Now, guess what happened to me? Dumb. I got reported for time wasting.
22 after 4. The dumbest thing you've seen in football. 8223 0000. And the prize tonight for our best caller for Footy Friday, a bottle of Rusden Black Gut Shiraz. So get involved. Michael Godden's on the show. Danny Green's on the show. We'll talk about the British Lions game tomorrow with Nathan Gray, former Wallaby, and Terry McAuliffe. 8223 0000. Get involved.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
James Blunt is returning for his 2025 Australian Back to Bedlam Tour. After a sold-out national tour in 2024, James Blunt returns to AEC Arena on Tuesday the 28th of October for one incredible night. Want to be there? Keep it on 5AA for your chance to win tickets, or grab yours now at destroyalllines.com. James Blunt, Back to Bedlam 2025 Australian Tour, proudly presented by 5AA. Always Adelaide.
If you appreciate sporty handling in a compact car that puts the fun back into driving, you'll love the game-changing Corolla at Jarvis Toyota. It features a 1.8-litre fuel-efficient hybrid electric system engine, plus cutting-edge safety advancements. And every new Corolla comes standard with capped price servicing. Exhilarating Corollas are in stock and ready to go. Take a test drive today at the new Jarvis Toyota, Brighton Road, Somerton Park.
Hi, I'm Lynn Andrews. The Lynn Andrews team have seen a lot of change in real estate over the past 50 years, but one thing remains unchanged: our passion to help people invest in their future. To build strong property portfolios in either the residential or the commercial sectors. Our commitment to property investment over the years means we have a wealth of knowledge to share. We're here to help you. Visit lynnandrews.com.au.
Do you love those Cooper's ugly Christmas jumpers?
Oh, yeah.
I love them. Now you can score yourself one with Sip and Save.
Simply purchase any participating 24-pack of Cooper's beer at Sip and Save and you'll receive a token. Once you've collected 3 tokens, you can redeem the Cooper's ugly Christmas jumpers. They're called ugly because they're very designy.
Oh, yeah.
But they're
busy.
Beautiful and warm. 6 colours to choose from.
Absolutely. And how about this for a great Sip and Save deal? Cooper's Pale Ale 24-pack bottles, just $58.99. Oh, yeah, you can always expect more at Sip and Save. More deals, more range, more service.
Prices may vary in country areas. Available while stocks last. T's and C's apply. Find them at sipandsave.com.au and please do this, please. From Uncle Steemore, drink responsibly.
You wake up and you're feeling a bit off. Your nose is runny, but maybe it's just a cold. That scratchy throat, though, that could be something worse.
Test for COVID, Flu A, Flu B and RSV in just minutes with Cell Life, the premium 4-in-1 rapid antigen test. Fast, reliable results. Make the smart choice for your health and your family. Insist on the brand the healthcare professionals prefer. Cell Life at leading chemists and Amazon. CELLIFE.
At Austrac Campers, we never stop innovating. We listen, learn and adapt, making sure our campers are always ready for what's next. Built for the future of Aussie adventures.
Austrac Campers.
Shane from Drummond Golf, you've been busy turning good golfers into great golfers.
We certainly have, Rowey. We have the best gear for golfers at all levels. And with the price match guarantee, you know you'll get the best for less.
And you'll improve their game with Mini Golf Max, big swing simulators and My Match Expert fitting. You've helped me, Shane. I shot over 200 metres the other day.
What, in the right direction, Timmy?
That's the next lesson, boys.
Lift your game with Drummond Golf, Australia's biggest golf retailer.
The Lions versus Australia and New Zealand Invitational 15. World-class rugby at Adelaide Oval. Tickets at Ticketek.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
At 26 after 4, our Footy Friday, we're asking the question for a Rusden Black Gut Shiraz. What's the dumbest thing you've seen in football? 8223 0000. Should have some fun with this one today. All thanks to Rossdale Homes, SA's most trusted. Custom design, fixed pricing and a total peace of mind because trust is a must. Let's check your roads.
Afternoon at Rose Park, a crash, Fullerton Road near the Britannia roundabout causing delays. Newton, Burst Watermain, Newton Road actually closed outbound near Gorge Road. Details in place, pretty slow through there at the moment too. And a crash getting cleaned up at Brooklyn Park, so not a rapid drive at Airport Road. Cameras this afternoon, Ifold Road, Elizabeth Park and Phillip Highway at Elizabeth. KFC have just dropped 50% off original crispy burgers today only. Get lit with KFC this Christmas in July, only on the app, pick up only while stocks last, max one redemption. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Yeah, dumbest thing in footy. Love your calls. We've got that bottle of Rusden Black Guts to give away. Now, that's a prize thing.
Oh, yeah.
2021's the vintage as well. A team of grown men wearing lycra suits.
Oh, no.
That was Harry High Pants.
I think they're having
You still own that?
Having a crack.
I've still got it in the top drawer.
You still got it? Goodness.
Comes out when I've had far too many Aperols. People know that. My kids hate it. I do like this one before we go to Nick. Thanks, Nick. I owned a deli and Michelangelo Ricci tried to pay for a pasty in 5-cent pieces.
I hope it was 1975 because it would have been about 5 cents. Oh, dear. All right. Let's go to Grange. G'day, Nick.
Gentlemen, might not have been the stupidest thing, but certainly the funniest thing was Port Power against Western Bulldogs in Darwin when David Roden snapped from 40 metres out. Brilliant goal, celebrated, realised he was going the wrong way.
Nick, I reckon I called that. I remember going up there, going up and calling. That was unreal.
It was hilarious. It was hilarious. He kicked it. It was a great goal.
Yeah.
And,
that is funny.
And he was told, mate, you kicked it the wrong direction, mate.
That is funny.
Well done.
He's probably thinking to himself, what am I doing down here? Oh, yeah, I'm a forward. Because he was a small forward, wasn't he?
Very similar to that Malcolm Blight incident where he ran in, thought he kicked a goal, ran to celebrate. And
it was in the points.
Everyone went, what are you doing? He went through the points.
Yeah.
Let's go to Morpher Vale. Ian?
Yes, g'day guys. The only reason I rang up is because it was a similar incident to the one that you said about before. It was in 1997. It was the first game that we had at home after losing to the showdown, the first showdown game against the Power, and we kicked a point, and O'Donnell kicked the ball out from the goal square, and instead of kicking it to an Essendon player, he kicked it straight to Tony Modra. And then Mods went back and kicked the goal. And O'Donnell was trying to blame one of his Essendon players that it was his fault that he kicked the ball wrong. And of course, everyone behind the goal square all just laughed and burst out laughing. We were paying him out over it. It was really funny.
Yeah, that's funny. Funny and dumb. Dumb and funny.
It'll happen again. Yeah, and unfortunate.
Generally, when it is dumb, it is funny.
Yeah, correct.
Really? Because they go hand in glove on the footy field.
Well, there you go. Let's go to Peter.
Good afternoon, boys. Sorry, I was actually talking about something else. I hope it's okay. I was talking about having two divisions in the AFL, like
conferences,
Division 1, Division 2, just like in the competition, just like the SNFL, which I think is perfect. 10 teams in each. I won't say conference because that's a soccer word.
Yeah.
In each division, just like MHLE, bottom two go up, bottom two go down. There'd be a proper home and away season. So 10 teams, 18 games, that's perfect. 22 or 23 is too many. It'd bring in a lot more revenue because instead of being 23 games, there'd be 36 on TV. There'd be 2 sets of finals, there'd be 2 premierships. And if the Crows are in Division 2, I might just making this up, and they beat North Melbourne or Brisbane or whoever it was in the grand final, would you really care if they're Division 1 or Division 2? I don't think so.
Yeah, no, food for thought, Pete.
It is. I just reckon that whatever you call the second tier just won't drag the same amount of people. I know this discussion has been tabled, and it's not like England where there's so many people, so many supporters that you can survive in say, the second division and then come back up and you're still financial enough to sort of try and make an impact.
Yeah.
I reckon it would destroy in a country that's only got 27 million.
Dumbest thing on a footy field, on a sporting field, dumbest thing you've ever seen. We've got a bottle of Rusden Black Guts to give away. This bloke said one word, meatloaf.
What about,
Isn't that 2 words?
Yeah. Don't protect me. What about Tim Jennifer having a 50-metre run-up for a 25-metre kick?
That's dumb.
Come on, Tim, you better than that.
That's dumb.
Oh, no, it was professional.
4:30 headlines coming up. Hang on the other side of this break because there is some breaking news in regards to umpire collision coming up next.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G. This is 5AA News, always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, I'm Kendall Brettig. A man's been arrested following a carjacking and dramatic high-speed chase through Melbourne, jumping out of the moving van before he was hit by an oncoming police car. In an Australian basketball first, a Victorian man's been charged with sending a racist message to Adelaide 36ers star Montrezl Harrell on social media. US President Donald Trump is imposing a 35% tariff on goods imported from Canada from next month. And John Noble's preparing to face Collingwood tonight for the first time since crossing to Gold Coast. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the Gold Square, customise your build with Sterling Homes.
Afternoon at Rose Park, a crash on Fullerton Road near the Britannia roundabout. Newton, Perth Watermain on Newton Road. It's quite a big one too. Newton Road closed outbound at Gorge Road and Young Street. Detours in place. And Old Nollunga crash getting cleaned up Main South Road near Victor Harbour Road. Busy South Road, Clovelly Park with a camera. Roy Terrace at Christie's Beach this afternoon. Harvey Norman 10 days of deals on now. Shop TVs, fridges, vacuums, laptops, mobiles, furniture, bedding and more. Check out today's deals in-store and online at Harvey Norman now. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Showers tonight and mostly sunny tomorrow, a high of 17. At the moment, 16. More news at 5 o'clock on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Built for Australia, built for adventure. Snowy River Caravans are known across Australia for value for money. And now you can find them right here on North East Road, Valley View. Ready to escape the ordinary? Come see why more Australians are making the move to Snowy River. They're strong, lightweight and ready for anything the road throws your way. Visit snowyriveradelaide.com.au or better yet, drop by 817 North East Road, Valley View. Snowy River Adelaide. Unbeatable value for your next adventure.
Why are we here? What is the nature of reality? Do I really need all that data to listen to history podcasts?
Huzzah! Crest mention everything.
Especially your telco plan. Get the data you need at low prices with Aldi Mobile.
The SA Weekend Escapes travel voucher giveaway is back. That's right. SA Weekend Escapes is giving away $75 travel vouchers for your next winter getaway at over 20 hotels across South Australia. Think Barossa Valley, Clare Valley, Kangaroo Island, or even a cosy Adelaide CBD stay. It's your voucher, your choice, your escape. So what are you waiting for? Visit saweekendescapes.com.au and grab your $75 travel voucher today. T's and C's apply.
Trust FIVEAA, your local independent SA family liquor store, to recommend something a little fancy. Here's a very special label to look for, a true product of South Australia. This is a blend for all occasions with an impressive vintage of 50 years. And boy, hasn't it aged well. It comes from a special family too, and you'll find their name is proudly displayed for all to admire. It's FIVEAA, 3 generations celebrating 50 years. FIVEAA, your local independent SA family liquor store since 1975.
Build like a brick house. Basic Trailers make quality trailers of all sizes here in Adelaide. Made with Australian steel, you get 12 months warranty and factory direct pricing across SA. Visit basictrailers.com.au. Basic Trailers. Basically better.
Once it's gone in Dreamland's once-a-year warehouse sale.
That's right, our warehouses are full, so right now it all has to go. With savings of up to 60% off big brand Australian mattresses and ensembles like Sealy Posturepedic, Sleepmaker, Exclusive Sleep Haven, Restopedic and Utopia. Plus there's huge savings on bed frames, bedroom furniture, adjustable beds in Manchester. With savings of up to a massive 60% off, don't miss out on a great deal and a better night's sleep in Dreamland's once-a-year warehouse sale.
It'll soon be gone. Dreamland.
The Lions versus Australia and New Zealand Invitational 15. World-class rugby at Adelaide Oval. Tickets at Ticketek.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
24 minutes to 5. We're having some fun tonight. What's the dumbest thing you've seen in football? 8223 0000 for our best caller tonight, a Rusden Black Gut Shiraz. So that bottle is all yours if you call in and you're our best caller. We're going to hear from Port Adelaide very shortly. Their team has dropped for their game against West Coast. Michael Godden from the Crows will cover off their game at 5 o'clock. But right now, some hot off the press news.
Hot off the press.
And it's in regards to, obviously, umpire contact, which we know last night we saw 2 instances of. The Lockie Cowan one was unfortunate, caused a goal for the Lions. Adam Chera, however, just before half-time, has been cited by the match review and sent directly to the tribunal. It is now his 4th instance with a careless contact with an umpire in the last 2 years, which means the AFL can send it to the tribunal and work out whether he gets an upgraded fine or loses 1 match suspension.
My understanding when we had Campo in is that Carlton have the best lawyer. Remember he got Cripps off? Won a Brownlow that year. I reckon that guy's got to go in here and defend this, because I'd be arguing, 1, his back was to play. He's trying to defend Neil. Neil's pushing him in that direction and the umpire's coming back. They both can't see. How can there be culpable blame?
How the hell is this a rule? How the hell are we even talking about this? What in God's name are the AFL doing? This is an absolute joke. You want to talk dumb? How appropriate is this?
Well, it's on,
and it's
on topic.
No, but it's penalised. Well, it's just dumb. It's
they should bring in the AFL.
Midfielders
with the bottle of black guts.
Well, hang on. A midfielder like Chera would be on ball 80% of the time. Would go to, if there's 100 midfield ball-ups, boundary throw-ins per game, they say on an average. So they're more likely to be around umpires. They're more likely to get 4 charges. I mean, a forward or a defender, it's never near an umpire.
Now, look, we've heard...
This is just an absolute
We've heard John Ralph
bloody
from Fox
joke.
has said that it'll probably only be a fine.
But why go through the charades of it?
All charades, exactly.
Or whatever the word is.
I know Shania. She's a good bird.
Yeah, she can sing.
Yeah,
Shania Twain.
No,
Twain.
Shania. Oh, wow.
God.
It's Friday.
Oh,
I love it.
kicking it. This is the dumbest thing I've heard in the history of our game. And I've had to say that a number of times this year. AFL, you are a joke.
It would be fair to say that they are in the lead for the Rusden's Black Guts. For the dumbest
just
thing.
give it to them. Send them a case. Hang on a second.
No.
When is Swanee in the chair?
Are
they in there now?
Not yet.
They have quit their jobs.
Parachute them.
Not yet.
F in.
Yeah, so Greg Swan and Tom Harley. So
July 21. So that's 10 days away.
Okay.
Well, it's
10
too
days
late.
Away.
This is. Who's with me? Am I
No, call
No,
in.
barking up the wrong tree.
Call in if you disagree. I'd say I reckon everybody would agree.
most would.
So how can, and I always come back to this, how could have Chera avoided that?
That's what
he
I'm
has.
arguing.
He has every right to fight for front position on his direct opponent.
It was actually defending.
That's exactly right, that he's told to do, who's a dual Brownlow medalist. He does that, then he gets shoved
into the path of.
As the ball's going up, into the path of an umpire that runs backwards into him.
What you're forgetting is the AFL don't think accidents exist. That's not a real thing anymore. Accidents don't happen.
Did not happen.
No. Nothing's an accident anymore.
Gee, I wish they did the Elders insurance, because they pay for accidents all the time. Our boys at the back, and they're doing thumbs up. Yes, we do.
Did they cover for it? Did they pay out? I've just
Oh, Timmy.
What's he saying?
No, you got a very nasty look then. They're one of the best Elders insurance.
Port Adelaide's team has been announced for Sunday.
What is it?
I've done the Elder Insurance show for ages. Good people. Very good people.
Oh, what, cash?
No. It's a love job. It used to be for Little Heroes.
Oh, good boy.
There you go. Thank you very much. All right. Port Adelaide's team has dropped. Now, I was going to give you a little synopsis on it.
Lord's in?
Well, you haven't seen it, have you?
No.
Okay, go for it.
Lord's in?
Yep.
Who's the kid that got dropped, debuted last year and's back in...
Lorenz?
Lorenz?
Oh, Lorenz?
Yep. And throw a blanket over the rest.
Okay. So the way I was looking at it, I thought that Lord Evans Liddy would come in to try and cover off everything, because I said to you yesterday, I believe they want to keep Bergman in the middle. They want to keep him developing as a midfield and his midfield craft. They've actually, I said Lord Evans Liddy, they've gone Lord Lorenz Liddy.
Okay.
So what it means is Lorenz probably takes that half forward sort of up zone.
Yep.
Lord obviously does second ruck and key forward.
Yep.
And Liddy goes and takes the midfield role that Bergman had. Bergman's going back.
Okay.
That's what that lineup says to me. So I'm.
Are you happy with that?
No, I'd stick with the Bergman plan. I'd stick with the Bergman plan of being a midfield.
Yep.
And I think if you put, you're basically saying Liddy for Bergman. I'm going, I'd prefer Evans down back. Bergman stays in the middle.
Yep.
And I was playing Liddy in a high half forward role, Sam Powell-Pepper style. So so they've gone slightly different. But I want to see it. If Bergman still stays in the middle somehow, if they change that mix up, well, I'm happy. But we'll see what happens there. Not sure. Evans, I was going to say, would start back, but now it'll be just Sin, and I think Bergman now will go back and play on some medium type forward, because I don't know that you have to be that concerned about West Coast forward setup.
Well, are they bottom or second bottom? They're bottom. You're playing the bottom team.
Bottom. They're bottom.
One win for the year.
They've only won one game.
You're playing the bottom team.
So Lord will do that second ruck. And what I'm happy about with Ollie was, one, he had to earn his spot back. Kicked 5 last week. He's been in better form. But he gets to do the second ruck, which takes the other Ollie, Wines, out of doing that. Now, I get frustrated when I see Paddy Cripps do it for Carlton. I get upset when Ollie does for us. I just don't think it works. And I think it takes them away from what their craft is, and that is earning first football. So what they can do this week, Port Adelaide, we spoke about sort of, you play a bottom side, you got to maintain your discipline. You can't say, all right, but let's all just run forward and all. Keep your discipline about the way you want to play. Work on your entries inside 50, because I reckon the second quarter probably cost them a few opportunities to get closer on the scoreboard, just with decision-making going in there. And I think if you think, who's good decision-makers on kicking the ball inside 50 for Port? Well, Rowey would probably be number one. Rosie's very good at it, and Jack Lukosius is very good at it.
He is very good.
And he's a forward. He's got a brain of a forward, and he knows where to put it, advantage side and the like. So look at those three and say, right, that's the sort of thing. I always believe, look up, your first decision is normally your best, and go for that. Rather than 2, 3, and then it's too late. And then you might make a bad decision. The Liam Ryan matchup is an interesting one for me, because he's a danger, isn't he? And again, practicing your craft against good forwards is really important. So I'd like to see sort of rotated Jones, Sin, Farrell all have their turn on him, just to, again, learn how to play against a really good forward. And he is one of those. So
I think it'd be a good matchup
see
for
how
the
those
Jones
guys.
boy.
You know, I'd like to see too.
Oh, hello.
I'd like to see a centre bounce with Harley Reid and Jason Horn-Francis. How good would that be? Two balls, bang, like that.
You show me a photo of Harley Reid as he put some weight on. That's doing the rounds.
That's a bit of that AI stuff that they put out there. You know, you can't believe anything. It's fake news.
He's eaten a few Hungry Jacks, hasn't he?
But don't you reckon that'd be a great clash?
That would be a great clash.
A 20 and a 22-year-old, two of the most powerful in the game. And I don't know if you heard, Harley Reid, he's got the most broken tackles in the league, 33. I was speaking to Jace Berglund about it yesterday.
You did.
He just stiff arms them.
Yep.
And, he's probably going to be, a force to be reckoned with over the coming years of trying to stop him. I mean, Dustin Martin had a great run in doing that for a long time, didn't he? So, see how that goes. I think for Port, it's a moment where you've got to test your professionalism, your discipline and your work-ons, and get what you want out of this and get better as the year goes on. Don't fade away.
Yeah. Well, it's
is that
the first.
fair call?
Yeah, it is. It's the first of 7 farewell games for Ken.
Oh.
It is.
You and your farewells. Let's go to St. Clair. G'day, Andrew.
G'day, Andy.
G'day, guys. How you going?
Good.
What's Ben Keys done wrong in life?
Oh.
Nothing.
He's had a great year. Two years ago, the poor guy, along with Adelaide, was absolutely robbed, as we know. Kicks a goal. It's a goal. They review it. No, sorry, it's not a goal. We'll review it. No, it's not a goal. And the AFL come out afterwards and admit it's a goal. And so, you get all the justification, but none of the actual benefit or result, and we miss out on the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Cycle forward 2 years. He turns straw into gold on the weekend. It's ruled quite rightly by the umpire at the time, not a goal, review it, yes, and then they review it and they call it a goal. And then afterwards, the AFL, who frankly are struggling with a chook grapple at the moment, come out and suggest, no, actually they got that wrong. It shouldn't have been a goal after all. It's as though we're not going to give you any joy at all, Ben. We're just going to rain on your parade wherever we can. And by the way, here's a $5,000 fine for having metal studs in your boots. Help me out. Like, is he second sort of after Toby Green on the register of people to be got at in some way, shape or form? Because you guys, Timmy, you might be more across this than Rowey, but how often do blokes get done for having metal studs in their boots?
Gee.
In the AFL?
Well, it's only just popped its
head
up.
It's the first time I've ever heard of it.
Just popped its head up,
Really.
And
I think both players have been warned multiple times.
Which we didn't know about.
And they just said, you know what, sucked in, here's your fine. Now, if you've worn and you ignore it, well, that's one thing.
I agree.
If you just got copped with it, it's the first time you wore them.
But Andrew,
well, that's another.
In the running.
For the Rusden.
Yeah.
But we want the dumbest thing you've seen on
all right. Yeah, but Andrew's still there. Well, he's actually saying
the decisions were dumb.
They were both dumb.
Yeah.
Dennis Lilly batting with an aluminium bat was dumb.
Oh, yes.
That actually. Do you know the captain?
Oh,
the captain didn't know he was going to do it.
Oh, Ben. You haven't got the memo. Stephen Bradbury, you haven't got the memo.
Oh.
The dumbest thing in sport, the 7 blokes who fell over and
At least it's funny.
No mention.
At least it's funny. 13-5. Let's check your traffic while Rowey gets himself together. What's going on over there? More of your calls next for that, Rusden.
G'day there at Rose Park. A crash, Fullerton Road near the Britannia Roundabout. Newton, burst water main. Newton Road closed outbound near Gorge Road and Young Street. And Old Noarlunga, a crash, Main South Road near Victor Harbour Road. Another collision getting cleaned up at Brooklyn Park, so Donald Prabber Drive at Airport Road with the camera at Dyson Road at Christie's Beach tonight. The Woolworths online super sale is on. Save $10 when you spend $150 in the Woolworths app using code APP at checkout. Ends July 15. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
City Discount Tires.
Get saving now with City Discount Tires. We're offering great deals on the world's top brands in tires, wheels, suspension and parts. Suitable for four-wheel drives, SUVs and passenger cars, including Falcon, Michelin, Pirelli, Kumho, Hankook and many more. Finance options available. Search citydiscounttires.com.au and locate your nearest dealer today. City Discount Tires. We're driven by value.
City Discount Tires.
Hey, it's Jordan Dawson here, captain of the Adelaide Football Club. I know the importance of a home ground advantage. And when it comes to building, South Australia is the home ground for Sterling Homes. For 50 years, they've been building quality homes here. So whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the Gold Square, if you're looking to build, look no further than Sterling Homes and get the home ground advantage today.
Hi, Brett Ibbott here for Mawson Lakes Mazda. OK, the end of financial year might be done and dusted, but at Mawson Lakes Mazda, the deals aren't. All makes, models and colours are being cleared, no exceptions. And there's a huge range of locate demos all ready for immediate delivery. Plus, you'll get free on roads, free stamp duty, free 12 months rego and $500 worth of accessories. Mawson Lakes Mazda, Salisbury Highway, T's and C's apply.
Adelaide, can you hear the roar? The British and Irish Lions are coming in a one-night-only event this July. 6 nations will clash in the heart of Adelaide at the iconic Adelaide Oval. Witness the pinnacle of international rugby when the best of England, Ireland, Wales and Scotland join forces to take on a combined Australia and New Zealand juggernaut. One tour, one chance. Don't miss out. Secure your tickets now at Ticketek.
Calling it. This is the year. Big Christmas bonus.
You said that last year. You got a mug and a meat tray raffle ticket.
Get a real bonus with Sip and Save. Buy any participating Coopers 24-pack and receive a token. Collect 3 tokens to claim your bonus Coopers Ugly Christmas Jumper. Coopers Pale Ale 24-pack only $58.99 or Coopers Mild Ale 24-pack just $49.99. You can expect more from Sip and Save. More deals, more range, more service. Prices may vary in country areas while stocks last. T's and C's apply. See website for details.
Sip and Save. There's more in store.
Australia's landscapes are as tough as they come. That's why Austrac campers are designed to handle it all. From the rugged outback to the coastal wilderness, are you ready for the challenge?
Austrac campers.
Don't miss the Cheapest Chips Chippy Rewards Super Sale this weekend.
Cheapest Chips.
Members get 25% off all storage. Sign up and start saving. Offer ends this Sunday. Live cheaper at the Chippy Rewards Super Sale at Cheapest Chips.
The Lions versus Australia and New Zealand Invitational 15. World-class rugby at Adelaide Oval. Tickets at Ticketek.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
9 minutes to 5. Mick Godden from the Adelaide Crows to join us at 5 o'clock. Danny Green's coming up, boxing champion of Australia at 5:30, and we're taking your calls. 8223 0000. What's the dumbest thing you've seen in football for a Runston Blackguts, Shiraz?
Yeah, well, I think I got the dumbest text for the year, although Tim at Prospect's pretty good at it. Tim, go back and watch the Chera video and tell me if you think you're right, okay? 8223 0000. The dumbest thing in football. Let's go to our callers.
We got Shane at Fullerton. G'day, Shane.
G'day, boys. This is a tough one because the dumbest thing I've seen in football was unfortunately committed by myself.
Oh, no.
Oh, I like this dobbing yourself in.
Yeah, it's just
look, I've
courageous,
got to
Shane.
do it. Thanks, lads. I appreciate the support. 2011, I'm playing Resi's, the Mount Barker Football Club. We're up against Ironbank. Normally a fairly subdued and low-key affair, but on this occasion, one Andrew Jarman is coaching their A grade.
That's right.
No dramas here, but my coach on the night before says, "Shane, he's playing Resi's tomorrow." I was like, "You're having a laugh."
Yeah.
How old is he? And I can't remember how old he was at the time, but my coach said, No, you've got the task. He's not in the same shape he was, as a McGarry medalist. I was like, all right, here we go. I walked down towards the goal square. One A Jarman sat squatting in the goal square. I walk up to shake his hand. He doesn't raise his head. I was like, okay, here we go. Ball comes in, and I decide to drag on his Guernsey, pull him behind me, and I get out in front and take a mark. I think, fuck. Pardon my French. I think
hang on.
You
dropped a little.
Shane, you're getting right into that story,
Shane,
and the magic words come out. Now, we'll bring you back.
We got up to, you got in front of Jars, you took the mark, and you thought, oh, glory be, that was good.
Yeah.
Glory be, here we go. I kick the football, and Jars comes up to me and says, mate, if you do that again, I'll belt you. And I said, oh, come on, Jars. No, none of that. I reckon I've got you covered. Jars kicks 4 goals in the next 15 minutes. Game over. I learned pretty quickly not to mess with one of the champions of South Australian football.
Oh, how good.
we lose the game by that margin, and he gets on the radio the following morning and asks me to call in. Thankfully, I slept through it.
That is a
I
great
think I can
yarn.
vaguely remember that. Shane, well done for dogging
Good call,
yourself in.
Shane. Well done.
Don't take on Andrew Newton.
Oh, that is
Take him on at your peril. That's a great story. That's in the running for the Rusden Black Guts.
Love it. Let's go to Port Adelaide. G'day, Bill.
Yeah, look, boys, I want to talk about this umpire interference with a player and that. Is there any particular one umpire that's been belted a number of times by the players?
We don't know that stat.
No. Maybe they're lining him up because it's the only chance you get to actually belt an umpire when they give you some stupid decision.
Yeah.
Well,
Unfortunately, Bill, most of them have just been almost innocuous sort of moments where they've either had contact and the like. Some people say that they do try and work their opponent underneath where the umpire is to get separation if they're being tagged. And that's probably what they're trying to stamp out, Bill. But this is one of those over-officiating moments for mine.
Well, Tim from Prospect needs to watch the video again. We've watched it again during that last minute. I've seen it 5 more times. It beggars belief that he's going up to the tribunal.
Neither the umpire nor the player
He got pushed with his back toward the umpire. The umpire's running backwards and they collide.
I just saw a tweet come through saying the AFL were always going to make an example of the first chance they got. So maybe that's... You'd be feeling pretty unfortunate if that's what Adam Chair is subject to.
That wouldn't surprise
you don't
me.
want that. You don't want that. Again, Tom Harley, hurry up. Let's go.
Who's the young lad that's a bull for Gold Coast? He's on 3.
Rowey. That's the one I just spoke about.
He will not get through the game tonight. Hello, Kev.
Hey, boys. The best one ever.
Oh, yeah.
The guy was stirring him up all day on the field. He jumped the fence and chased him.
Yeah,
Who
that was
it?
Robbie Muir.
Oh, well, I reckon. Yeah, you're right.
That was
Kevin,
dumb.
and it wasn't Robbie. It was the bloke in the crowd.
He was dumber.
Yes.
That was Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Good movie, that.
Was that Thebby? Yeah,
it was.
Yeah.
Thebby.
And round about 85 is my guess, but gee whiz. Part of the seas,
like a cut rabbit.
And can't blame him, to tell you the truth.
When you got crazy eyes.
Oh, yeah. And fair enough, too. Let's go to Toorak Gardens. G'day, Russell. What's the dumbest thing you've seen in footy?
I've got a couple and they'll be quick, but I reckon it was the late 70s, Carlton against Hawthorn. And Percy Jones was receiving a kick from, I think it was in the clear in the goal square, about 2 metres out, ran right to the goal line, instead of kicking the footy, he kicked the post.
That's right.
But that was a good one. But my favourite, and I know you'll like this one, Timmy, is 1987 interstate match when Dermot Brereton took on Martin Leslie and thought he'd get away with it.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, Russ, I don't think he had any idea where Marty was from and that Marty could hold him up. He could hold him up. It was a great clash and one of those great moments in state footy or state of origin footy that lives on and on because you're right, he didn't know him. And I remember Marty saying, Lardy, he was gobbing off and he said to me, how much money do you make, mate? You know, and all the rest of it. And Marty said, oh, you're in the game for the wrong reasons. And he said, I make $150,000 a year and drive a Mercedes. And Marty said, yeah, perhaps I could look at that.
Dumbest thing in football.
It's our Rusden Footy Friday. Coming up next after the news, it's Adelaide Crows assistant coach Michael Godden.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Hello, Frank Walker from National Tiles. The National Tiles famous annual winter spend and save is on now. Spend $4,000 will only charge you $2,750, or spend $2,000 will only charge you $1,450, or $1,000 will only charge you $750. Don't miss the National Tiles famous annual winter spend and save on now. So rush into a National Tile store near you or go online at nationaltiles.com.au now and save. Conditions apply.
Drive away with a bargain this winter at Camper Agent RV Supercentre. Receive up to $5,000 of bonus value on cashbacks, fuel vouchers and free extended warranties on selected top brands. Shop from Winnebago, Windsor, Corrimal and Hitchhiker. With the largest selection of certified pre-owned RVs available nationally. We're your one-stop shop for new and used caravans, camper vans, motorhomes and more. Hurry while stocks last. Visit Camper Agent RV Supercentre, Parafield Gardens.
Escape for the day the old-fashioned way with the Steam Ranger Heritage Railway. Take the kids for a trip back in time on board Steam Ranger's iconic cockle train on the Fleurieu Peninsula. With added services for the school holidays. right behind vintage steam trains, classic diesels and heritage rail cars along one of Australia's most scenic railway lines. For more info, visit Steam Ranger online or on the line, with tickets available from the Goolwa, Port Elliot and Victor Harbour train stations.
They say 20,000 hours in any field makes you master of it. So imagine what 160 years makes you. For more than 160 years, Anglicare SA has supported South Australians in need. Whether it's gardening, meal prep, housework or transport to appointments, Anglicare SA gives seniors as much or as little support as they need. For more on Anglicare SA's coordination and clinical services, visit anglicaresa.com.au.
Go Vita, your local health food shops. With 40 years health and wellness experience and over 300 natural health practitioners specialising in you.
Hi, I'm Natasha from Go Vita FIVEAA Green. Don't let your dog suffer in pain. Curcupet is a concentrated turmeric supplement specially formulated to reduce symptoms of arthritis in dogs. Now $44.50 for 56 tablets. For a limited time, pick up your free trial pack.
Go Vita, Colonnades, Fairview Green, Marion, Mount Barker, Manapara, Semaphore and Tanunda.
If you need a window, and not just anything will do, just call Statesman Windows. Back to redirect to you.
Statesman Windows, a local homegrown success story, has been serving home renovators and builders right across SA for over 45 years. Their success is built around family and service, consistently providing the highest quality products at real value for money. Call Statesman Windows.
Windows winning where you are there. Windows winning where you are there.
The latest local, national and international news for South Australia. This is 5AA News, always Adelaide.
Showers tonight and mostly sunny tomorrow, a high of 17. With the 5 o'clock news, I'm Kendall Brettig. A speeding driver who killed a mother of 2 at Windsor Gardens has been jailed and lost his licence for 15 years. Bhupinder Singh was doing up to 160 k's an hour down North East Road in his friend's V8 Mustang when he ploughed into Christine Sanford's Commodore. In sentencing, Judge Paul Muscat said she had no chance of survival because of the astonishingly dangerous speed he was travelling at. 25-year-old Singh will serve a non-parole period of 4 years, 2 months and 5 days. Christine's father, Chris Tucker, spoke outside court.
My thoughts are there are no winners. Nothing will bring Christine back.
A man has jumped from a moving van to be hit by an unmarked police car, bringing an end to a wild chase across Melbourne's western suburbs. Isabel Quinlan reports.
He leapt from the moving vehicle out the window and then was struck by an unmarked police car. Now, police had sort of tracked this vehicle for quite some time this morning after it had collided with a number of cars, clipped a number of cars, ran through red lights. It was initially heading out towards Dandenong before it doubled back and headed towards the city and then out west here to Point Cook. And that's when police pounced after the car had made a sudden turn on here to Dunnings Road, crashed into a number of street signs, and as it came to a stop, that driver tried to flee on foot, and that's when police pounced.
A South Australian police officer has confessed to serious drug charges. 39-year-old Adam Troy Zarch of Somerton Park has pleaded guilty to 5 counts of trafficking cocaine in 2023. He's been dismissed by SAPOL and will face sentencing at a later date. A Victorian man's been charged after allegedly sending a racist message to Adelaide 36ers star Montrezl Harrell on social media. The 37-year-old will front court next month, charged with using a carriage service to menace, harass or offend. Basketball Australia's Integrity Unit referred the matter to Victorian Police, leading to the arrest. The 36ers say Harrell's been informed and is comfortable with the way the matter has been handled. A delegation of business leaders will travel to China with the Prime Minister tomorrow as part of a 6-day visit. The focus of the trip is increasing trade. Mr Albanese says business is highly supportive of our extended economic relationship with China.
There'll be representatives of companies like Rio Tinto, BHP, Fortescue, Macquarie Bank, the university sector as well, and it will be a further demonstration of the good relations that exist between Australia and China.
And rapper Kanye West is facing fresh allegations of sex trafficking, assault and stalking, among other offences. His former assistant, Lauren Pisciotta, has updated her current sexual harassment and unlawful termination lawsuit to include the allegations. Now turning to 5AA Sport.
Collect the latest Pokemon packs and single cards at Sports Card World, Regent Arcade, Rundle Mall.
Carlton's Adam Chera has been sent to the tribunal for making careless contact with an umpire. It's his fourth offence in the past 2 years. He could get an increased fine or even be suspended for a week, while Brisbane forward Zach Bailey has been offered a one-match ban for his bump on Nick Haynes. Port has finalised its team to play West Coast on Sunday. Ollie Lord, Manny Liddy and Will Lorenz come into the side to replace their injured trio of Sam Powell-Pepper, Dante Vicentini and Asava Ratagalia. While the Crows are in Melbourne ahead of tomorrow's game against the Bulldogs, and tonight it's the Suns hosting Collingwood. At Wimbledon, the men's semi-finals get underway tonight. World number one Yannick Sinner is taking on seven-time champion Novak Djokovic, while in the other semi, Carlos Alcaraz plays Taylor Fritz. Craig Gabriel's there.
Taylor Fritz is the odd one out. Novak Djokovic is in his 14th Wimbledon semi, Carlos Alcaraz in his third, and Yannick Sinner in his second. For Fritz, it's his maiden one. Fritz, who leads the tour with 13 grass court wins, plays Alcaraz, who has 23 wins at Wimbledon, including 19 consecutive. Djokovic looks to take a step closer to a 25th major, but has to get past Sinner, who's won their last four, most recently at the French.
Now I'm checking 5AA traffic.
Whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the Gold Square, customise your build with Sterling Homes.
At Rose Park, a crash, Fullerton Road near the Britannia roundabout, monster delays through there. New to Perth Watermain at Newton Road. Newton Road actually closed outbound at Gorge Road and Young Street. Detours in place. Avoid that tonight. And Brooklyn Park, a smash on St Donald Brabber Drive at Airport Road. Also solid delays. Camera 2 this afternoon, Target Hill Road at Salisbury Heights. If you're on regular medication, get your prescriptions at Chemist Warehouse and save more money every year. To find out how much you'll save, head online to chemistwarehouse.com.au/prescriptions. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
A shower or two tonight and mostly sunny tomorrow, a top of 17. Showers developing on Sunday, 16, and showers for Monday, 14. At the moment, 15. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglas. Tonight, see the heart-stopping moment a driver leaps from his moving vehicle in a wild police chase. 9 News questions the South Australian police officer who was secretly trafficking drugs. Major breaking news on an AFL star and the path to a healthier heart. The new tool helping seniors get their steps up. 9 News, your news. 9th at 6 on 9 and on 9 Now.
Streaming live via the 5AA Player app on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. This is 5AA, always Adelaide. The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey.
I am flabbergasted.
And Timmy G.
Absolute sports festival. Great to have you with us. 7 after 5 here on our Rusden Wines Footy Friday. We have Aussie boxing champion Danny Green joining us this hour at 5:30. We're building up to the Sonny Bill Williams Paul Gallen fight next week. Wallabies champ Nathan Gray ahead of the British Lions game here in Adelaide tomorrow. Terry McAuliffe with his tips, and we're taking your calls. The dumbest thing you've seen in football, 8223 0000.
Now, Mickey's on the line. He's over there in Melbourne, but we've just got this text land, and I think this is the dumbest thing we've heard. And, God, it's a good story. On the text line, dumbest thing in footy is my dad. He booked tickets last night for the Adelaide Crows versus Bulldogs game for Saturday. And we thought, wow, how good's that? We're playing in Adelaide Oval. Dad's taking us. However, they're playing at Marvel Stadium. So guess what we're doing? We're in the car driving to Melbourne now, listening to you guys. Hey, Dad, you dopey dumbass.
Are you serious? They might see a great game of footy, though.
Scored all right. A nice road trip.
It might be
Actually,
a mistake that pays off.
There you go. Hey, Crows take on the Dogs tomorrow. It's under the Marvel lid. Joining us is Development Manager Mickey God. Mick, welcome.
Thank you, Rowey. Hey, Timmy.
Our topic for a bottle of Rusden Black Guts is the dumbest thing you've seen in footy. Now, that's dumb, isn't it?
Well, I can tell I've done many dumb things too, so it's okay.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to say some of your selections were dumb, but I might. You know how I roll, Mickey. Now, Miller returns. You've included Chase Jones and Braden Cook. Tell us about their form to get selection.
Yeah, so they've been both in great form. Chase has obviously been playing a fair bit of wing half back earlier in the year, and we've moved him into the midfield, and his last month's been exceptional. So he's forced his way into that squad, and Braden's been playing some really good footy as well. Hasn't played AFL this year, but obviously played AFL in the past, and you know what Cookie brings. He's a very, very classy player. He's added to his contest now, and he's also taken some really good contested marks. So obviously, was unfortunate with Josh Rochelle injury last week, and a player like Cookie's been sitting there for a long time waiting, so they get their chance.
Yeah, and look, I'm not knocking them, well done, and they'll do well. There's no question about that. They'll be hungry for a spot. The selection of Cook over Peds, if you could explain that one to me.
Yeah, good conversation. Obviously, you missed last week, Peds, with 2 weeks ago with that, I can't remember, it was a quaddie thing. He played last week. He was a little sore in the first quarter in the Sanford, and then he came good, actually. His last 3 quarters are very good, but he's just, he's going okay with his body, but he's just not quite 100% there yet. So there's a decision that we had to make.
Yeah, fair call. Muzzard, to me, looks AFL ready. Where's he at?
Yeah, going really well. A little slow to get going, but last week he was back to the level required, and he's just got to wait for his time now. The guys that are in that back line have done a sterling job in the last few weeks, and it's a great problem for us to have.
Isn't it?
Hey, Mickey, heard Nixie during the weekend presses and the like, and he said this about trying to stop the Bulldogs.
Really hard to match up on. That's going to be probably one of the biggest challenges if we allow the game to go there. There are some players like Sam's proving early in his career that he's very hard to stop one-on-one if the ball use is coming in a certain way, or the Bulldogs are able to get the game on their terms. It's only a matter of time before he impacts. So we'll be trying to stop it before it gets down there. That's easier said than done. But yeah, he's an outstanding player. He's good to watch.
Can you allow 0 inside 50s for the opposition, Mick? Can you do that? It's not going to be easy.
I wonder where that was going. Yes, that would be lovely, Kim. Our midfield has a lot of work to do, and our forward's got to keep it up there. But no, he's a great player, isn't he? He's wonderful to watch, and we'll see him up close tomorrow. But yeah, as Nixie said, we've got to, like every game, you play the game in your front half, you're going to have a good day, because we've got a great forward line ourselves. So we need to make sure that we at least break even and hopefully win the midfield. And if we get in there, we'll get a chance. But if not, we'll have to do our best to stop players like Sam.
Yeah, one of the best teams at keeping marks inside 50 down, though. So it
number
is,
one the last 6 weeks, 6.5.
Yeah, there you go. So you're one of the best at doing it. So it does say that you can counteract it.
Yeah, it's a great matchup as two teams, isn't it? Like we're quite evenly matched, and the areas they're strong at, we're quite strong at defending, and I think that that's what makes it such a great match. It's the first game at Marble this year, which will be interesting, and but it's at least we don't have to play in the rain, so it'll be good.
Yeah. Hey, defensively, the Bulldogs they can be scored against. Now, is that when you scout them, is that their back 6 or 7, or is that their mids not getting back? Who's not doing what?
I think holistically, whenever you have a score against you, it comes from all areas of the ground. So it's not just one area, but they are a very aggressive offensive team. So I guess that does open at times the door to go the other way. So we'll look to take the most of those opportunities as they will to us as well. So yeah, I mean, they're such a team defence these days. So I'm sure that they, as I said, they're a high scoring team. So that does open the door at times.
We're speaking with Mickey Godden for Sterling Homes. We thank him live over there in Melbourne. Isaac Rankin, is he now a small forward who goes on ball, or is he still a midfielder that dribbles forward?
Bit of both. I think it's horses for courses every week. He's outstanding everywhere. I mean, you'd play him in the back line if you had to. He's just such a good player. But that forward mid, it just depends on who we're up against, what the matchup is, how hard they're riding him, where he can lose a direct opponent. Some of his midfield craft's has really improved, and obviously he's a goal kicking forward as well. So you'd like to have two of them, to be honest. But he changes every week.
Yeah, love him. It's got a touch of the first to 120 points win feel about it, Mickey, doesn't it?
It's two very good offensive teams. So every good coach will say that we want to defend first. So clearly we want to try and stop them, but and then hopefully allow our offensive game to take over. But yeah, on the dry deck of Marvel, it could end up like that. It could be a real shootout.
Rob had 56 hit-outs, 20 to advantage against English last time they played. I'd like that. Thanks again, Mickey Godden.
Yes, please. Yeah, Rob had a really good day that day.
Didn't he?
But I think that Tim will remember that pretty clearly. All ruckman, it's one of the only positions nowadays you get that genuine one-on-one matchup. So I'm sure that he has done his homework and he'll come back harder at Rob. But Rob's, he's got to battle through it.
Yeah. So how will you design Rob's game? English can really get forward on you. He's a very good athlete. I know Rob can go with him that way. I want to see Rob getting back into defence as quick as he can, helping out with that 208 centimetre, they're calling him a unicorn that comes out of the goal square. I've got more confidence in Rob doing that than English the other way.
Yeah, I think they'll play pretty close to each other. Yeah. Very similar to what he did with Gawn last week. It was very tight with Gawn. You don't want to let players like English and Gawn get off the chain. So Rob will be very aware of that. But he's also, as you say, he's got that double job where he's got to get back and help the backs because, with the big fella up there, he's going to be needed. So he's got a big day tomorrow.
He certainly has.
Look, he has. I was sort of saying English is a funny beast in that he normally loses hit-outs and he can lose them quite significantly, but he can get off you, run down, as we're just talking about, kick goals against you. But as Rowey pointed out, Rob's had a good record, only that one goal in the last two games against him. He's a bit of a unique big man in the game, isn't he?
Yeah, look, I think he's very good on the ground, Tim, and I think that he hits the ground running, and he likes to get forward, and he gets out into space, and if there's a scrimmage, you'll see him pop out, and Rob's going to be very aware of that. And but as I said, Rob's had a really consistent year this year, and he's improving, and we'll certainly back him in.
Nixie also spoke about. Well, it seemed like he was putting more emphasis on this game, and I sort of liked it in that. The fact that
it's like an 8-pointer.
Yeah, you've got this run home, but you want to up the pressure because that's what you're going to experience in September. So this is a very vital game to see where you finish in September. Yeah, is it a fair call? I like that.
Yeah, it's got to feel like that, hasn't it? I think that we've put ourselves in a really strong position the back half of this year, and games like these are the ones you want to be playing. We've been working hard to get in a position where we've got some real games of meaning, and this is one of them because, as we know, that from essentially third on the ladder to 10th nowadays, it's not that far. It's only one game or something, so you just can't drop your guard. So Nixie certainly ramped it up, and we've ramped it up as I'm sure the Bulldogs have. So we're looking forward to this challenge.
I know I've been sick all week, and I came back with this comment yesterday: the winner of this game can win the flag. Godsy, do you subscribe?
Oh, Rowey, wow.
I rate the Dogs. Yeah. I rate them, and clearly I rate my team.
Mick's a coach. You reckon he wants that to be heard by players?
well, he's a development coach.
7 weeks out from a final series.
Answer the question, Mickey.
Yeah. You know what? We're all out there to win it, aren't we?
Yeah, so, well done.
Let's put it this way. If we win tomorrow, it'll go a long way to helping us get to the back end.
My word. Well, look, it's a massive opportunity. Thanks for your time tonight.
Before he goes, I've got a question from the booth. Oh. Yeah. We've got
a team out the back.
We've got a studio audience tonight, Mick, who they bought an auction item and clearly ripped off. But anyway, not the point. It was all for charity. They want to know, Tex Walker, does he play one more? Have you heard any rumours? Do you know what he's thinking?
Oh, good question.
It's a good question. No, the short answer, I don't know. It's one of those things that's a conversation. Him, manager, club, Nixie, don't really get involved in any of that sort of stuff. So, no, short answer, I don't know. I guess the back end of the year will tell a fair bit to that.
Well, I'd like him to do a... who wore number 9 for Hawthorn?
Crawford.
His last game was a grand final. He could have easily played on. He thought, no, I'm going out in a high. Wouldn't that be good for Tex?
Oh, we'll take that.
Take it. Done. Hey, Mickey, thanks for your time. It's a massive opportunity to stamp the season with the contenders flag. You are true contenders when you start knocking off teams like this and Brisbane and Collingwood and Geelong, teams above you. It's a great opportunity. Cannot wait for tomorrow. Thanks for your time.
No worries at all, guys. Thank you.
See you, Mick.
Mickey Godden there, our guest for Sterling Homes.
He is. Whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the goal square, customise your build with Sterling Homes. 8223 Our lines are open. We've been asking for Rusden Black Guts tonight for our Footy Friday. What's the dumbest thing you've seen in football? We're taking your calls.
Well, Michelle's got one.
Has she? What is
well,
it?
I have been sick all week. She's taken me off for picking my nose online.
Oh.
Well, a lot of people like to watch the live stream on YouTube.
Savoury.
Oh, did you dump that?
No.
No, what's happened is I've blown my nose that much, I've rubbed all the skin off, and I'm like...
he's doing a Jerry Seinfeld. It was a scratch.
It was a scratch. It was a scratch. Hello, Adrian.
It wasn't a pick.
That was dumb, wasn't it? Hello, mate.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Sorry, Michelle.
I often watch you on the live stream. You make me laugh.
Oh, God.
Back on a Saturday, SANFL in the day, at the Adelaide Oval, South Adelaide are playing. Mark Zerowitz, who they're playing in the reserves, has played SANFL League. And the rover at the boundary throw-in is Alan White, the state rover. Caesar wins the tap, but a guy from the other side of the fence yells out, "Hey, Caesar, your toupee slipped." Caesar had a big, hairy shoulder. And Alan White, he went to get the ball. He fell down laughing that much. The ball rolled between his legs and rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that's funny. That's a good
classic.
one.
Well done, Adrian.
Good on you, Adrian.
Great memory.
One Tree Hill. Hello, Brad.
Gee, some names
Yeah,
there.
good evening, Tim. Good evening, Steve.
Hello, buddy.
Let's go back to South Africa, 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Australia versus South Africa.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Sandpaper game.
Yeah, that was dumb.
You're dead right.
Yep. Bangkok,
no other word for
Warner.
it. Yep.
You know,
Who was the dumbest, Brad, out of that mix?
Well, I think they're all Bancroft would, because there's nowadays there's a camera on every post and picket and that all over, and you can see him shoving the sandpaper down their stride.
Yeah.
You know, how dumb was that with a capital D?
Yeah, Brad, for mine, I was most upset with the instigator of it, which was Warner. I was more disappointed in the captain for turning a blind eye.
Yep.
Yeah.
He needed to stand
I would have
up.
ripped that out of his hand, thrown it to the back of the room, and thrown him in a hurry after it.
Yeah,
How dare you?
No tolerance for that.
No.
And it disrespected the position. You're the captain.
Brad,
well, hang on.
That's a good call.
South Africa's captain was taking bribes. So he was worse. Hansi.
Yeah, not in the same era, but yes, Hansi Kron,
Hansi.
Yeah, no, that
well,
was.
what was worse, taking money to tank or rubbing a ball with a bit of 80 grit paper?
Bribery
Bribery.
was horrendous.
Yep,
that's more than dumb. That's just...
No, that's just thievery.
Yep. There's one thing trying to cheat in game. There's something about outside the game too.
No.
21 after 5. We'll keep your calls coming. Dumbest things you've seen in football and other sports. Sure, we'll open it up. 8223 for those Rusden Black Gut Shiraz. Here's your traffic.
G'day there at Rose Park. A crash still causing delays at Fullerton Road near Britannia Roundabout. Just what you needed on Friday. Arvo, a crash at the Britannia Roundabout. New Cinnaburst water main at Newton Road. Big one too. Newton Road closed outbound between Gorge Road and Young Street with detours. And in the city, roads are closed for the Illuminate Festival, Rundle Street near Frome Street and East Terrace. Got a camera Whites Road, Paralawi too. There's $1,000 to win every day with C Coffee at OTR. Simply scan the OTR app for your chance to win. T's and C's apply. OTR, making life easy. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
5AA is Adelaide's leader in sport. Thanks to Rossdale Homes. Display villages across Adelaide. Drop in for inspiration and expert advice. Because trust is a must.
G'day, it's Ben from BJ Energy. Lately I've had a lot of people asking about the federal battery rebate. What it is, how it works, and whether they're eligible. At BJ Energy, we've done the homework. Our job is to help you make the most of the rebate while it's still around. So if you're thinking about solar or a home battery, or just have any questions about the federal battery rebate, it's easy to get in touch with us. No sales pitch, just straight answers. Visit bjenergy.com.au. That's bjenergy.com.au.
It all started in the back shed. Maybe it started early. Or late. Either way, the Olympic Industry sale means there's no need to wait. With big savings on our entire range of SA-engineered sheds, garages, carports and verandas, you can afford to start something big, tough, or tasty in your own backyard. Start something. with the Olympic Industries sale. On now.
The historic flooding of Lake Eyre has already begun for this year. Holiday Wonders has again been able to organise a great opportunity for travellers to experience this rare miracle, which will transform the outback into a beautiful oasis full of rare bird life. Tours include a flight of the Katitanda Lakes and the Painted Hills. Touring explores the Oodnadatta Track, Anna Creek, Maree, Arkaroola and the iconic Ridgetop Tour. Call now for information, as this opportunity will end soon. Visit holidaywonders.com.au.
Calling it. This is the year. Big Christmas bonus.
You said that last year. You got a mug and a meat tray raffle ticket.
Get a real bonus with Sip and Save. Buy any participating Coopers 24-pack and receive a token. Collect 3 tokens to claim your bonus Coopers Ugly Christmas Jumper. Coopers Pale Ale 24-pack only $58.99 or Coopers Mild Ale 24-pack just $49.99. You can expect more from Sip and Save. More deals, more range, more service. Prices may vary in country areas while stocks last. T's and C's apply. See website for details.
Sip and Save.
There's more in store.
Hi, I'm Piper, a registered nurse at the Women's and Children's Hospital. Our health system is getting a lot bigger. We're getting more people, and there's upgrades to hospitals like new emergency departments. Heaps of new beds are already open, but there's more on the way, so you can get the right care when you need it. It's all part of building a bigger health system. To find out what's happening near you, visit biggerhealthsystem.sa.gov.au.
A message from the Government of South Australia.
The Gas Shop has the longest fireplace in Adelaide. There is literally a wall of gas fire heaters from all the best brands. And they're all fired up. So you can see how good they look and feel their incredible warmth. Plus, for a limited time, there's a range of rebates available from Australian gas networks. Heating, cooking, comfort. Turn on to the Gas Shop. 161 Unley Road, opposite Target.
The Lions versus Australia and New Zealand Invitational 15. World-class rugby at Adelaide Oval. Tickets at Ticketek.
Rowey and Timmy G. The 5AA Sports Show.
25 after 5. Our Rusden Footy Friday for a Blackgut Shiraz 8223 0000. The dumbest thing you've seen in football. Denny Green to join us at 5:30.
Well, there's a lot, and other sports are coming in, and we do like that. You're right. It's 5:25. Yes. Here's one. Maria, don't take this the wrong way, Rowey, but Jody Rose saying yes. Maria, what way do you want me to take that?
Sporting related.
33 years married, thank you.
Well, there you go. It's a success.
So up your nose, Maria.
Let's go to Hallett Cove. G'day, Kevin.
Kev.
G'day, boys. How are we?
All right.
Guys, playing league back in the 60s, our club had never won a championship. We made the final, 3 points down with 2 minutes to go, put the centre through a gap, had the fullback to beat, went around him, accidentally got caught by his hand on his face, 4 metres to go, 3 metres to go, stopped dead, dropped the ball, went back and smacked the fullback.
Oh, Kev!
I don't know how many times he was asked, why didn't you score, then go back and smack him.
Oh, Kev.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
The championship.
Yeah, that's
dumb.
That's not being able to control your anger.
That is putting self, Kev, in front of team.
Yep.
Exactly.
Oh, now name him.
No,
I name him.
No, you can't do that. You can't do
his
that.
name was Armstrong, with us over in New Zealand and place called Huntley.
Oh, that is funny.
That is classic. Love it, Kev. That's a great story.
That has Rusden Blackguts written all over it.
Love it, Kev. Well played.
Anthony?
G'day, fellas. How are we?
Excellent.
That's good. I reckon the dumbest thing that I remember watching football is the square post at Football Park.
Correct.
Do you ever recall that?
Yep.
Well, Anthony,
Yep.
That's
that
interesting
is
you say that, Anthony, because most posts when they first came out were square. And it was one of the reasons they started to get padding on them.
That's right, because they had sharp edges.
Because they had sharp edges and you would run into them.
But I mean, Adelaide was so far behind. They changed everything when Wayne Carey split his knee open. Do you remember that?
I do.
That's true. But yeah,
it was at Footy Park at the southern end. Well, we used to have the round disc till Rennie did his knee on it.
That disc, I had no idea. I remember looking at it.
We did a lot of things different.
I walked
that
out
round
the middle
disc
and I
was
thought,
stupid.
imagine if somebody shoves my head in there, and I know there's quite a few people out here that would like to do that.
Yeah. But it was rubber.
It was rubber, but but it was that was concrete.
That's right.
With
underneath
with a rubber latex on the top.
That's it.
It didn't make any difference.
No.
And poor old Rennie slipping that night.
But we used to have those sprinklers with the little sprinkler caps on them.
Oh, yeah. Let's not go back to 1872.
Dumbest things in football. They all count. 8223 0000. Danny Green, boxing champ, is going to join us after the 5:30 headlines.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
The Crows were challenged, but steady to overcome the demons.
They were made to work for it, Adelaide, but they're back in the 4.
They now face off against one of the form sides in the comp.
Fogarty comes out, right foot step towards goal. He won't get it out this time.
Tomorrow, Arvo on 5AA. The Crows are under the Dome in Melbourne to take on the Doggies.
Keys with the bicycle kick over 10 has gone over. That's incredible.
AFL Live on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
The Lions are coming. Witness the best of international rugby when the North combine to take on the South at Adelaide Oval. The Lions versus the Australia and New Zealand Invitational 15. Tickets at Ticketek.
Hi, I'm Dr. Laura Willington. Understaffing in our hospitals is harming you and me. We urgently need a workforce plan to identify the right number of doctors for each of our hospitals and health services. And we need fair wages and conditions to attract and keep doctors so you can access care when you need it. Help make our health system safer for you and safer for me. Visit safermedicalstaffing.com.au. Authorised by Dr. Laura Willington, President, South Australian Salaried Medical Officers Association, Adelaide.
This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, I'm Kendall Brettig. A driver who killed a woman in a high-speed crash at Windsor Gardens 2 years ago has been jailed. A man who jumped from a moving van to try to avoid police during a pursuit in Melbourne is under police guard in hospital. A German backpacker told her friend she had some stuff she needed to handle before she vanished in remote WA almost 2 weeks ago. And Carlton's Adam Chair has been sent to the tribunal for making careless contact with an umpire. It's his fourth offence in 2 years. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the Gold Square, customise your build with Sterling Homes.
Afternoon at Brooklyn Park, smash on St Donald Bradford Drive at Airport Road with some solid delays there. In the city, roads are closed for the Illuminate Festival at Rundle Street between Frome Street and East Terrace, and we're slaggers for works at the moment at Halloran Hill, Southern Expressway near Majors Road. Cameras, Adams Road, Craig Morton, Baines Road at Woodcroft. Today at Harvey Norman, save $80 on a Meta Quest 3S virtual reality headset. Now just $418. Shop Harvey Norman, 10 days of deals in-store and online now. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
A shower or two tonight and mostly sunny tomorrow, a top of 17. At the moment, 15. More news at 6 o'clock on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Out of desperation, I Googled multi-storey painters to find somebody who was prepared to take on a job that had more challenges than the average residential. We chose Paint Professionals because they were the only people who seemed to think that this was possible. Marty, in particular, was very personable, and we immediately felt that he was quite capable of doing the job. I'd definitely recommend Paint Professionals to others. We're very impressed with the way they approached the job, and we're extremely happy with the results.
Now, a lot of people don't like winter, Rowey. It's a bit cool.
Gloomy.
Yeah,
cool.
a bit cool sometimes. Gloomy and the rest of it. You know what I like about it? Red wine time.
Well, even better than that, Uncle Willie's Port, Rusden's Uncle Willie's Port.
It's just come out.
He has.
Now, Rusden's...
Bottled, done, and it will go quick.
It is unbelievable. So get on. Uncle Willie's just been released. The port is magnificent. I actually tried another port because I ran out of me Uncle Willie's. Yeah, it's empty. So
it's not hard to empty one of those bottles.
I tried another one,
no
and
good.
I said to Angela, put the cap back on.
Yeah. Bin it.
No good.
Bin it. So do this. The Rusden family, there's 7 generations of great growing experience. Christian now is the winemaker. He has been for a couple of decades.
Genius.
He is. And I know you'll say, we use that word loosely. Go and speak to anyone. He is unbelievable. Now, I love the Black Guts, the Uncle Willie's, the Ripper Creek. I love the Boundaries. I love the top of the range, the Sand Scrub, which you tend to gravitate to lately.
Well, guess what?
You're out.
No, my mate.
Cleaned up.
Who buys them.
Yeah.
It's his birthday. He bought himself one.
Oh.
So that'll get open tonight.
Anyway, do yourself a favour and look, make a weekend of it.
Oh, you've
go
got
to the cellar door, go to other cellar doors.
The
They
best thing
encourage
about,
that.
and they do, but the cellar door experience there, because the way they treat you and the way they walk through the wines,
there you go.
You feel like your IQ is rising.
Yep.
Then you drink about 6 bottles and it drops.
Yeah, it does. Make your next red a Rusden. Go and see Christian and the team. Or do this. Buy online, rusdenwines.com.au.
Get the garden you want at Garden Grove. At Garden Grove, there's indoor plants and pots, general hardware and a great range of paving for that backyard renovation. Want some winter warmth too? You'll find loads of split and seasoned firewood right here at Garden Grove. Golden Grove Road, Golden Grove.
Garden Grove, that's the garden. Garden Grove, that's the garden. Garden Grove, the garden that I
Phone
want.
8251 1111 for delivery to all areas. Open 7 days.
The Lions versus Australia and New Zealand Invitational 15. World-class rugby at Adelaide Oval. Tickets at Ticketek.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
26 minutes to 6. Terry McAuliffe with his tips from racing.com coming up before 6 o'clock tonight. Nathan Gray, former Wallabies great, head of our Australia-New Zealand Invitational 15 and British Orange Lions game tomorrow night at Adelaide Oval. If you're heading on, love to hear from you. 8223 0000. Best caller tonight wins at Rusden Blackgut Shiraz.
And welcome our guests, Tony and Matt from Elders Insurance. We've also got Jov and Zach is Tony's son. So spent $2,000 for charity to be here.
Awesome. Club 392 after Russell Ebert's
That's
games,
right.
392.
They're having
raising
a wow.
money for the Novita River Run.
They're having a wow of a time next door.
You
There's
reckon?
no lollies left. There's no...
I looked at them. They don't look too happy to me.
They're giving that Stella
Rusden's gone.
Toyser. Yeah, and the Rusden's gone too. Hey, let's get on to our next guest, an absolute superstar. Love this bloke. Now, Sonny Bill Williams and Paul Gallen, they're finally colliding in this year's biggest boxing fight. It's in Australia. It's this Wednesday night. Now, that's crept up on us.
16th of July.
This Wednesday night, 5:30 our time, live and exclusive on Stan Pay-Per-View. Go to stan.com.au, PPV, for more details as I welcome Australian boxing champion Danny Green. Danny, welcome.
Good afternoon, fellas. How are you?
Can we still call you the big green machine?
I love it, mate, for sure.
Yeah.
Of course you can, mate. No worries at all.
Can you remember when you punched me in the guts in the studio?
Oh, mate, I've done that quite a few times. It's funny. I get so many particularly radio hosts that go, and they normally throw their co-host under the bus. So, mate, I can't remember. Was it a good one?
Well, you said, I'll tell you how bloody good it was, you bloody green machine. It was a 2-inch punch to my guts, and a week later I had my gallbladder out. I texted you and told you that.
Yes.
Now you've forgotten.
Well,
mate, I aim to please.
Hey, tell us about this fight. Which one of the two has more, let's call it, pure boxing talent?
I would say Sonny Bill has the skill as far as boxing talent goes, but Paul Gallen's got good fighting instinct.
Okay.
So, it's a pretty even match, fellas. I have to say, look, and there's a lot of talk about, these guys, have been at each other for a long time. Well, you know what? The old saying, better late than never rings truer than this occasion. So I'm really looking forward to seeing, I just want to see what's going to happen because it's such a contrasting style that they both have, and they have genuine animosity towards each other.
Which is always good for a fight. There's no doubt about that, Danny. With Paul Gallen, I know they always talk about a boxer. They used to say the old glass jaw. In other words, one hit to the jaw and they drop on the light. But you've got to be able to take a punch. Paul appears to me that he can take a punch.
Yeah, Paul Gallen can take a hell of a punch, mate. He's a tough man. I mean, he's been battered through rugby league, some big hits. And, he's fought some decent fighters that have, that he's gone the distance with. So, look, there's no questioning Paul Gallen's toughness and his will and his intent. He's a brave guy. He'll get in there and he'll fight, and look, he's unashamedly said, look, I'm doing it for the bucks. So, and people have said to me over the years, you only fought that bloke for the money. Well, I'm a prize fighter. Of course I did, you imbecile. So there's no difference in what this is as well. These guys are being paid to fight. They're putting their lives on the line. But this is a real fight. These guys mean it. They want to hurt each other. and they want to put this to bed. They want to see who's the guy that's been talking all this time. It's been 10 years in the making. Who's finally going to get to have bragging rights for the rest of their lives?
Now, I heard Sonny Bill relocated to a fight camp in Gold Coast. Now, he's got a famed trainer. How good is this guy? Is it Tapu?
Chaps. So, yeah, Tapu is, you obviously know who Jai Opetaia is. He is the best fighter in the country. He's one of the best fighters in the world, pound for pound. He's the best cruiserweight in the world, bar none. So, he's around really good people. He's in a very, very solid fight environment, and he's got Tap steering the ship up there at the moment. And they've just gone back to basics, and Sonny's got a lot of skill. And I think this one, he's really fired up for that. He's been watching this, as Gallen has, for quite a while. For whatever reasons, the boys say, I'm not about to try and work out who's right or who's wrong. I'm just worried about Wednesday night and who's going to win.
Yeah.
Good fight card, is it, Danny?
Yeah, really good fight card. There's some absolutely cracking fights. So the undercard, the main event, the semi-mains, Chris Terziewski versus Troy Pilcher in the heavyweight division. That's going to be a really, really tough fight. Really contrasting styles as well. Pilcher's going to come forward and try and knock the bejesus out of Terziewski. Terziewski's going to do his best to try and counter that and try and stop him, making his march forward. The next fight underneath that is a really good fight between Clay Waterman and Moses Amatagi Jr. at light heavyweight. Very, very solid fight. Both great chins, great punches, good pedigree. You got Alex Leopold Jr., the former heavyweight world title contender. Alex Leopold, his son, is fighting on the card. You have world title contender that fought Jai Opetaia last year for the cruiserweight world title. David Naika, he's on the card as well. There's a really, really solid undercard of fighters. So it's going to be, not just the main event, but the undercard. Standard putting on a very, very good show for boxing purists. And then you have the main event. And look, the main event isn't a fight that's going to go, hey, I'm a boxing purist. I love this because I'm a boxing purist, but I also love competition and I love confrontation in a competition. And this is exactly what you're getting. You're getting two guys who dislike each other genuinely, who are going to go fight each other in the ring for 8 2-minute rounds, try and knock each other unconscious. It's very similar to what happens after school when you're a young kid behind the shed, two blokes going to duke it out. Well, man, we all went and had a look.
Yeah,
that's a good call.
Or Green Monday.
Good value
we all went and had a look at that one.
Yeah, it's stand pay-per-view, $70. That's good value. Get a few mates around, share that.
Yeah, well, it's I wasn't aware of what the price was, but it's gonna be a fight that people are going to want to see, and it's going to have people. You get such a large audience because both are superstars in their own given sports, and both have fought and boxed competitively for a very long time.
Who starts favourite?
Oh, man, I don't know. I'd have to say Sonny Bill's going to have to be the favourite because I think he's got fresher. He's got fresher legs. He's less battle worn than Gal. Gal's a war horse, but you can never count that old pit bull out. So it's a very, very difficult one to call. I think you just got to tune in to see what's going to happen, boys.
Brilliant, Danny. Really appreciate your time, buddy.
My pleasure. Have a great weekend. And, hey, I hope those ribs heal up soon, mate.
It's not my ribs. My gallbladder's in a
your
tin.
Gallbladder, hey?
It's in a jar.
I'm pretty sure the gallbladder is one of the organs that actually grows back, so you'd be sweet, mate.
Thank you, Dr. Danny Green, Australian boxing champion on Stand pay-per-view. See you, buddy. That's going to be sensational. Sonny Bill Williams taking on Paul Gallen. Should be Wednesday night, 5:30, and that is on Stand pay-per-view.
I reckon if it grows back, I'll make a medical journal.
Yes, you would. You'd be a miracle worker.
He used to have those hate fights with Mundine. This is the same. Sonny Bill Williams will absolutely lick this bloke.
Okay.
Put him on the floor. We'll smoke the living gizzards out of him.
Look forward to that. Just looks like Paul Gallen fell into favourship there. Beautiful. Let's go to Nova Gardens. G'day, Trev.
Hey, Trev.
G'day, boys.
Footy.
How are you going?
All right.
All right. Okay. Sort of mid-'80s. Shocks v West Croydon at West Croydon.
Oh, yes.
The A grade standing around watching the B grade in their casuals. The A grade ruckman for Shocks gave some negative feedback to the B grade ruckman for West Croydon.
Right.
And they've got players like Killer, Rocky, the Assassin, the Hatchet. They were pretty
very
good
familiar
night.
with West Croydon. Yes.
Yeah, and so the B-grade ruckman for West Croydon stuffed this, so he's chased him. So they've jumped the fence. They're off over the fence through the kids' playground. And last seen in there, our ruckman running down the road in his casuals, followed by a monster in his footy gear.
That is funny done.
That's gold.
Great story, Trev.
Trev, that's one of those moments where you just wish you had said nothing.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great story, Trev.
These are so good. Keep them coming in. 8223 0000. Let's check your traffic.
At Newton, a burst water main getting fixed on Newton Road. She's a biggie, this one too. Newton Road closed outbound between Gorge Road and Young Street with detours in place. Brooklyn Park, a smash getting cleaned up, so Donald Rabbit Drive at Airport Road. Big delays. Leave early if you've got to get to the airport tonight. Out in the city, roads are closed for the Illuminate Festival. It's Rundle Street between Frome Street and East Terrace. Camera to look out for to River Road at Port Noarlunga. Another ding-dong deal on the Uber Eats app. $10 deals on select wine and beer ends July 13. 18 plus only. Licence details on menu. Drink responsibly. Fees, T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Got something big to budge? Budget with Budget. Little trucks, big trucks. You can do it all in a budget rental truck. Get exactly what you need and at a great price too. So remember, whatever you've got to budget with a budget rental truck. Budget car and truck rental. Call 13 27 27. That's 13 27 27.
Budget with a budget rent-a truck. It's quick and cheap. Well, half your luck when you budget with a budget rent-a truck.
G'day, it's Ben from BJ Energy. Lately I've had a lot of people asking about the federal battery rebate, what it is, how it works and whether they're eligible. At BJ Energy, we've done the homework. Our job is to help you make the most of the rebate while it's still around. So if you're thinking about solar or a home battery or just have any questions about the federal battery rebate, it's easy to get in touch with us. No sales pitch, just straight answers. Visit bjenergy.com.au. That's bjenergy.com.au.
Hi, I'm Adam from Gutser. We've been relining gutters across Australia for nearly 30 years. Now you can get your hands on our DIY house gutter relining kit. This means you can install gutter liner for under $10 a metre. It's tough, has a 10-year weatherproof warranty, and it's 70% cheaper than replacing your gutters. Go to gutser.com.au to see the installation videos. Buy online and get the kit delivered to your door. Nothing can be finer than Gutser gutter liner.
Calling it. This is the year. Big Christmas bonus.
You said that last year. You got a mug and a meat tray raffle ticket.
Get a real bonus with Sip and Save. Buy any participating Coopers 24-pack and receive a token. Collect 3 tokens to claim your bonus Coopers Ugly Christmas Jumper. Coopers Pale Ale 24-pack only $58.99 or Coopers Mild Ale 24-pack just $49.99. You can expect more from Sip and Save. More deals, more range, more service. Prices may vary in country areas while stocks last. T's and C's apply. See website for details. Sip and Save.
There's more in store.
Adelaide, can you hear the roar? The British and Irish Lions are coming in a one-night-only event this July. 6 nations will clash in the heart of Adelaide at the iconic Adelaide Oval. Witness the pinnacle of international rugby when the best of England, Ireland, Wales and Scotland join forces to take on a combined Australia and New Zealand juggernaut. One tour, one chance. Don't miss out. Secure your tickets now at Ticketek.
Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. Wallace Cinemas is celebrating 75 years of big screen magic and entertainment at My Wallace Members Birthday Party. Members get movie tickets from just $13 all day, candy bar specials, and the first 75 members at each location get a free small popcorn. Celebrate with us this Sunday, July 13th. Wallace Entertainment Cinemas, Mitcham, Mount Barker and Noarlunga. Not a member? Join now at wallace.com.au.
The Lions versus Australia and New Zealand Invitational 15. World-class rugby at Adelaide Oval. Tickets at Ticketek.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
13-6. Terry McAuliffe with his tips very shortly. And, of course, 5AA football tonight from 6:30. It is the Gold Coast and Collingwood. It is a sellout up at People's Choice Stadium. So there's a big game coming up tonight and a massive one tomorrow here in Adelaide as well. If you'd like a double pass to get along to the British and Irish Lions versus the Australia-New Zealand 15 at Adelaide Oval, we've got not one, not two, not three, 4 double passes to give away. So call in now, 8223 0055, and it's live and exclusive to Stan Sport as well.
Yeah, you're right. The Australia-New Zealand 15 will take on British and Irish Lions. It's going to be a beauty. We've got a Wallaby legend on the line who actually was in the 2001 series win against the British and Irish Lions. Nathan Gray, welcome.
How you going, guys? Thanks for having us along.
Good man.
Back 2001, mate. It would have been a terrific win. What's your memories of it?
Oh, look, it was a magical time for me personally. You know, being involved in that series was something very special on a number of fronts. It's, you know, they only come out to Australia once every 13 years, so it's a really unique opportunity to be able to play against them. And, yeah, they bring a big supporter base with them. They're very vocal and obviously the best players from 4 strong countries pulling together the best of the best. So it's an amazing opportunity and something that, yeah, you remember forever.
I know you said that they don't come out very often, but how's this for a stat? The Lions tour Australia every 12 years, but they have not played in Adelaide since 1888. What were all doing then, Nath, you reckon?
God.
How's that for a stat?
Mate, that's unbelievable. I think
it's ridiculous.
We're overdue.
Well, we're going to make some history tomorrow night then.
Yeah.
We certainly are.
Hey, our incoming Wallabies coach, Les Kiss, we've had him in the studio.
Good
we
fella.
were very, very impressed with him. Describe him to us.
Oh, look, he's a great tactician of the game. He's got a really good way with the players and building the camaraderie amongst the guys and getting them nice and focused on not only the technical and the tactical side of the game, but also the mental, which is enormous at this level. And you know, it's been great being in amongst the boys and the coaching staff this week and watching it all come together. Really excited to see them tomorrow night get out at a packed Adelaide Oval and rip in.
Oh, look, they'll love it. The last time the Wallabies were here was a great night. It's an amazing concept because I think the British and the Irish hate each other. Well, they're teammates. We hate the New Zealanders. They hate us. What was it like playing with an All Black, Nathan?
Oh, look, it's, you know, I haven't played with them in the Anzacs, but the boys, it's been amazing. They do play against each other, so they know each other sort of from a combative perspective, but it's been great watching them get to know each other off the field and, you know, you have that level of respect for the opposition that comes to the fore when you come together and play together. And, you know, we're playing, you know, as an Anzac crew. And, look, it's that hasn't been lost on the group at all. It's a real unique opportunity, once in a lifetime for everyone. And, yeah, I know the guys tomorrow night are going to put everything into it.
I know you played in the 99 World Cup winning team. Can this new coach get the Wallabies over the line? We need to fight back the Wallabies, Nath. We are overdue for them to start firing the you-know-what up.
Yeah, we are, you know, and been a patient, bolted-on Wallaby supporter and an ex-Wallaby. You know, we're in behind them no matter what, and no doubt, you know, Joe this year, and then leading into Kissy next year and whatnot, we'll get the right guys in the right frame of mind and bring their skills to the fore.
We spoke to Lukan Salakaia-Loto. Now, he walked in to the studio on Wednesday night and the first thing he said was, "Who said my last name?" And we all panicked. I pointed at the host because I wasn't going to take the blame. And the fear was in all of our eyes. And he said, "Well done, you got it right." Now, I was very relieved after that, but I kept saying his name to repeat it and get it right. But what a huge man he is. He's our co-captain along with David Havili from New Zealand. He must be a special character because he had a really good sense of humour after we all sat at ease after the gag.
Yeah. No, there's, you know, rugby does provide some genuinely big specimens of men. And that's a great part of the game, you know, all shapes and sizes can play and they're valued in different ways. But yeah, Lukan's a really good physical specimen. And they're going to need that tomorrow night. You know, the British and Irish Lions are a big pack. They're a strong side. So, you know, bringing those big blokes and the nice, strong physicality and the breakdowns and the line-outs and the scrums and whatnot are a real unique parts of the game that showcase those big men.
Well, I reckon we'll put on a show tomorrow night at Adelaide Oval. You'll get great support, and let's hope that we can get a win over the British and Irish Lions first up.
Yeah, thanks. The support and just walking around the streets and training, the Adelaide people have been phenomenal. So we're really respectful of that and thankful and looking forward to giving them plenty to cheer about tomorrow night.
Can't thank you enough for being on the show, Nathan. Really appreciate it.
No dramas.
That is Nathan Gray, Wallabies legend, just promoting the Australia-New Zealand Invitational 15, taking on the British and Irish Lions. Saturday night, 7:30. There it is at Adelaide Oval.
I'm taking that.
Timmy and Terry's tips.
Oh, yeah, Terry. Thank you very much, mate. I think it was Bootlegger was the tip of the day last week from your good self, and very, very pleased with that. Got my day off to an absolute flyer because that was race 2, I reckon. So thank you. I appreciate it.
My pleasure, Tim. It was an impressive win. He's a promising horse, actually, Bootlegger, so I think he's going to be one to follow going forward as well. He's only had the 2 starts. He was narrowly beaten at his first race start, and the horse that actually beat him that day, it ran at Balaclava on Wednesday and won by about 7 lengths. So I'd say that's pretty good form, and Bootlegger did a good job to win for us last Saturday.
Yeah, it certainly did. I got to say, I think I got a place or something, and that was about it. I was pretty ordinary, Terry, so I want to try and bounce back this week. Now, Johnny Kelton, he's been away. He's been doing all sorts of things. Has he come to the fore? Has he done anything since he's got back?
Yeah, he's back, and he's already tipping up a storm. His 3 best tomorrow. Race 1, a first starter for Philip Stokes, FIVEAA, I think the way you say it, number 5. I've got no idea what it means. I'll check that out tomorrow.
What did you say, chlamydia?
No.
FIVEAA.
Right, yep, that's wrong. Yes, I've got it there.
Well, spell out your words.
FIVEAA, yes. Lockie Neindorf on that.
Yeah. The other ones he likes, race 6, right the way down the bottom, Another House.
Oh, right. Okay, number 14.
Yep. And then in the last, he's keen on number 8, the Sprinkler, and that's actually my best on the program, race 9.
Timmy's got it circled. He's not aptly.
I circled
Timmy,
it.
Give yourself due credit.
Yeah, I suppose, but it's my favourite dance. That's why I did it. The Sprinkler,
No. If you ever did the Sprinkler, you're a Los Angeles loser.
That is an absolute lie. I've never done the Sprinkler.
No. God.
I've definitely done the chainsaw. But there isn't a chainsaw running tomorrow, so all right, we're all going with the Sprinkler. I like that. What about you, Terry? Any individual tips for you?
So I'm keen on the Sprinkler in the last, and my value bet's in race 5, Jamrock, number 13, I reckon it is. Emily Finnegan riding for Garrett Lynch. He's a bit of a non-winner. He tends to wait for other horses, but he's going really well, and I think he's about $15. I think he's worth a ticket each way, Jamrock in race 5.
We'll go each way on that. I just got one to add. That is race 8, number 4, Extra Hot.
Yeah, going really well, that horse. It was a tip, I think, from me last start when it ran 4th, but he had put together back-to-back wins before that. Like the way it's going for Peter and Belinda Blanche.
Well, I reckon we got that covered now. Adam I was wondering where he was. He's just chipped in. He said Santa Ana Moon finished 9th. Vet tests showed no abnormalities. Jockey says the horse's action was concerning. All right, well, work on that, Adam. Now,
Adam, care factor deal, mate.
What about this?
Get on with it.
You know what? He had poor form last week, and I agree with you, Adam. He had a lot of 4th. If there was a payout for 4th, you were number 1, mate. This week he's going race 5, number 8, Harley and Rose. Race 7, Serendipity. And race 8, number 15, Fiorine.
Yeah, okay. He's gone for a bit of value there tomorrow.
Sounds like it, yeah. Terry, I only heard murmurs of disappointment in your voice.
Your money, mate.
Good luck to them all, Adam.
Hey, Tez, great job.
Thanks, Rowey.
Thanks, mate.
All the best, mate. Sorry about last night. Racing.com's Terry McAuliffe.
It's been a rough month for Tez and his footy team. Okay, just before we get to the 6 o'clock news, it's a 3-horse race for our Rusden Blackgut Therese.
Timmy, you're the captain.
Trev from Nova Gardens. We've got Kevin from Hallett Cove. And we've got Shane from Fullerton. Timmy, it's your call.
Nah, Sam, I've been calling them the last 10 weeks? You go for it.
Me?
You had a
I'll do it.
All right, Rowey's turn.
Do Shane from Fullerton, the AJ, Andrew Newton-Jarman.
Yeah, that was a
great
kick four on him.
That was a great score.
And they lost by 4
Can
goals.
we thank Tony at Elders Insurance at Adelaide East and Matt from
Thanks,
Elders
Matt.
Insurance
Thanks,
Holding
Jov.
Zacky's son and Jov
Zach.
in there as well.
Good luck in the final tomorrow, Zach.
And basically it is because they sit in there and they drink, you know.
Well, Aperol spritz. Is
was there?
No,
Okay.
I lied.
Anyway, it's basically a solid donation to a great cause and a great charity. So they're bloody great people. So support Elders Insurance and the team.
Absolutely.
Great call. 6 o'clock news coming up. And Michael Godden from the Crows next.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5